What is going on, folks? Real turbid here. Fake Mike, real news. Now, guys, we got some really big information going on right now. Let's put this up on screen. This is important. Let's see here. Screen. Because we got some big news, guys. We're going to be joined by a panel of fashion experts, and we're going to be breaking this down. So we have the illustrious Bear Britton audits. If you guys don't know, Bear Britton um, pioneered, basically reinvented Fashion Week in Paris. He's one of the biggest fashion experts I've ever met. He comes from a long lineage of fashion experts. So wait till you see what he has to say about these outfits. I mean, because it's amazing. And then, I mean, what can you say about Mellows that hasn't already been said about Afghanistan? That motherfucker looked bound and depleted. No, just kidding. Mellows is one of, I mean, basically, Mellows made Ralph Lauren, basically. You ever heard of Christian Dior? Yeah, I thought so. Mellows basically put that guy on the map. So we're going to break this down right here. Let me just pull this up, guys. If you're just joining, please share the video. Thank you again. Of course, this is a fashion channel. It's for entertainment purposes only here on this channel. Let's see. Get this up on screen because this is what we're talking about today. Oh, bam. There we go. All right, let's share the screen here. Now jump in the chat and say hi to you guys in 1 second. I just want to get this up on screen first for you guys because you guys know I like to put the information up there. Oh, wow. Look at these hotties right here. So, guys, I want to first let me say hi to the chat here. Let's see. We got our fashionistas and fashionistas in the chat. We got Tommy, the world's best moderator, up in this bitch. We got Joel Gertner. No, just kidding. Joel's always here. I appreciate it. Lori, good to see you as always. Central Oregon and the Beast. Liberty, inalienable rights. Unalienable. Inalienable. Depends how you say it. Thank you for spamming that stuff. Well, we got Mike. What's up, Mike? We got both mics. And we got Breaking the Flaw. Shout out to Breaking the Flaw. Yeah, I'm actually I'm in City Hall right now. And they don't like when you do audits. But if you say you're a fashion expert, you guys can they let you sit here. This is actually the mayor's office. Oh, hold on. Not responding. Okay, here we go. So we've got the delicious, lovely ladies here. Let me slow down the spam with here. So first I'm going to open it up to our panel of experts. Bear Britton audits. I mean, what do you think about these ladies' outfits here?
It's all right? It's okay. I mean, who's are we on about here? The two they.
Yeah. So who's
Sorry, I'm not with it.
Oh, well, yeah. Obviously, you're not Bear. Okay. Jeez, you're supposed to be a fashion expert here. I mean, I don't even know why I don't know why I have So, okay. I mean, just one quick question here. Who looks hotter in their late fall fashion? Okay, Mellows, it's on you. What is this fashion saying to you? Because for me, and this is just me, who am I?
It's a bit retro. I think retro stands out to me a little bit, man. It's the retro look coming back.
This is why you're an expert. This is why we're a panel of fashion experts here. Okay. What are we talking about, Joe? We're talking about fashion, as we always talk about on this channel, because this is a fashion channel. It's Fashion Week yet again here. Mellows, what's your take? Zipped up jacket looks better. Okay, interesting. A good take there. Mellows, what are you seeing here? I mean, in general, what do you think about what you're seeing as far as late fall fashion trends? Fashionably speaking, of course.
Yeah, looks like 1980s look, doesn't it?
You know what I mean, man? We're old school.
It's very retro chic. I have to say, that pattern with that dress, Taylor, come on. I mean, we've made some suspect decisions before, Travis Kelce. But I mean, that jacket, But in all seriousness, we're gonna get to some real fashion news now. And so, Bear Britain Audits. The thing I love about Bear Britain Audits is he's not one of these people that is just going to critique himself. He's not just going to sit here from behind the camera and, for example, just critique these gorgeous young ladies' outfits. But he also gets out into the streets. And that's what I enjoy about Bear, because my friend Bear here, and I mean, honestly, guys, men, we establish hierarchies. That's just what we do, you know? And it's really tough for me to make the hierarchy of, out of us three, we're obviously the three world's most forefront and prominent fashion experts. And we all have our own niches. But I mean, I don't know who's the best out of us three. I'd like to say myself, but I'm very humble. I'm probably the world's most humble fashion expert ever. What we're going to see here is Bear stepping off of the runway, and he's live time. You guys, all you fashionistas, fashionistos out there, you fake fashionistas, yum, what's going on? Yum, yum, yum. Guys, share this video, because, yeah, I mean, it's great. It's lovely when we can sit here and we can critique people's fashion from afar. But what you're about to witness right now is, dare I say, a renaissance. This is real time. This is much like your smart device here. So on Google, you say, let's say you're looking up fashionable pencil mini skirts in a corset and a blouse, right? And then you're on Facebook, and all of a sudden, sales on a corset, sales on a luxurious looking pencil skirt, right? Bear is taking that into the real world, and he's basically, for better or worse. Oh, I'm just gonna leave it at that. We're gonna let this video play out.
Taking it back like those clothes. I said it looked like we were taking it back. That's what we're doing in this video, man. We're taking it back. We're taking the power back. We're taking the power back.
Absolutely, guys. And if you guys know anybody that loves fashion here, get them on the stream. I need you guys to share the video. Breaking the Flaw. I would love for you to see you share this with your community tab. You have a good following. Yum, you're the most mysterious person I've ever seen in my entire life. 357, good to see you. I'm an emoting expert. Secondarily, I'm a fashion expert first. I'm the world's, no offense, Bear, but I am the world's foremost fashion expert. And I'd had to say, I wanted to be humble, but the truth is the truth. You guys are maybe two or three. But what you're doing right now, Bear, the teacher, the student maybe becomes we're going to take a look here. I'm going to pause it and just let you guys know, before this video gets out, while you guys open up another tab, please do me a favor and subscribe to Bear Britain Audits. His name is right below me, below Mellows. And I'm going to put the link in the description. If you guys could also, if Tommy's there, the moderator's there, if you could spam his link, because I'm just going to say it one more time. We're going to get to this video. And I know I love to build these things up, because this may be the magnum opus of Bear's fashion career. And we're going to talk about the ramifications of this event afterwards, too.
Can I just clarify? It's below Mellows, not blow Mellows.
Can I just ask if my camera comes on at any point, am I right to smoke on here? Smoking, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Cool. When you're a top tier fashion expert, like gentlemen like yourself and me, we can do whatever we want. We can commit hate crimes. We can park in the middle of the street, and there's literally no limits to what we can do. So without further ado, you guys are going to be watching the most insane, good, bad word. It's like a spy thriller mixed with fashion. So guys, hang tight, and we're going to pause this video a little bit throughout. But this is city of Birmingham, UK. And I mean, just look at the fashion.
They want yells, don't give them. Yeah, that's fine. Don't give them yells, bro.
Set this up for you guys. I'll let Bear set this up, but I'm going to pass the mic to Bear really quick. Before we do too, UK lady. She is probably the number 4 fashion expert of all time, behind myself. Obviously, I'm the king of fashion. UK lady, what did you think about Were you able to see the outfit of the illustrious Selena Gomez as well as Taylor Swift in their recent rendezvous in New York City?
No, but it sounds like those are some pictures I really need to see. Is there film?
Yeah, there's video. I mean, there's photos. I mean, Selena is just looking. I'm struggling for an adjective here. I was left breathless. And she had a matching jacket with her skirt. Skirt was a little high for my taste.
Oh yeah.
I thought it could have been a little tastier. However, I was very disappointed in Taylor Swift's fashion. Now we're going
The
to
snake
Bear
skin is a
Britain
no.
Audits. Bear Britain Audits is the number 2 fashion expert in the whole world, and I'm setting up this video here. I'm setting up this video. He approached this couple, and if you're not aware, this couple is being accosted by the fashion police because, I mean, I don't know if you saw that guy's trench, but yee. I mean, are those trainers?
Skate out of there.
I don't know. Ooh. And Bear is trying to reason with them. He's trying to say, hey, look, I mean, some of this may be last season, but that's kind of what's in season. If you know what I mean. So anyway, city of Birmingham, this couple is absolutely just on their way. Bear Britain Audits stumbles upon these people. Bear, in all seriousness, who are these people and what's going on in this?
I was about to say, could I just quickly explain?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you guys don't have any thugs like this over your way, right? Okay, but these work for our council. Council is obviously the people that run the city of Birmingham. Now, they have these enforcement officers out. They don't hold any powers to detain anybody or anything of that nature. They don't hold any powers that a police officer would hold. Their job is to go around. Just a moment? Yeah.
They're like the American equivalent of a meter maid. They just go around and give cars tickets. They don't do anything else.
That's pretty much it. But these guys think they can go around and fine people for dropping things like litter. Now, I'm not saying we want litter on our streets, people. We definitely don't want that. But I don't think that when you're shopping, Christmas shopping, especially this time of year, and you're busy and you're doing other things, and you accidentally drop your cigarette because you're not thinking for 2 seconds, right? That you should be fined on the spot £50 plus, made to give your details, etc., etc. Now, these people are allowed to approach you, and what they should do is ask you at first to pick up what you dropped. They should give you an opportunity to pick up what you dropped. If you were to refuse to pick it up, they then can try and issue you with a fixed penalty notice. They're obviously going to try and ask for your details. No one in this country can take your details on the spot apart from the police. Now, even the police can't do that unless they have reasonable suspicion that you have committed a crime. So really, they're kind of not really worth the money that's spent on them to do the job that they do. However, they exist. They should really, at that point, if they feel that they need to get the police involved to get names, etc., they should call the police. Apart from that, they should do nothing else. They shouldn't be following members of the public. They shouldn't be intimidating them. They shouldn't be bullying them. They shouldn't be following them through other private companies where there's private property. They shouldn't be allowed to conduct their business on a commercial property. However, this video,
Don't
go and do everything.
Wait.
No. Okay.
Yeah, so I just want you. So in all seriousness, this is Fashion Week, and it always is, and this is a fashion channel here. But just to set this up, Bear Britain is in Birmingham, the UK, which I recently confirmed with these gentlemen is the number 2 most populous city in the UK. And like he said, the title of this video is the city of Birmingham went broke. So what they wanted to do, as Bear eloquently puts, is basically they put these people on the streets to try to generate revenue back, right? And so
thank you, because I actually forgot to tell you that they've just been declared bankrupt. They've been declared bankrupt. However, they are funded by the public taxpayer. So one, you tell me how they can be broke when they're funded by us and we're all paying. You may have the odd person that doesn't, but they make sure that we all pay enough for those people also that may not pay for the year, right? To cover those overheads, if you like. If me or you, I don't know what the law is in the US, right? But I know here that if me or you had a company of our own and we declare ourselves bankrupt and we carry on trying to trade under that name after declaring bankrupt, you're in some big, serious trouble. So can anyone explain to me why this private entity, because although it's paid for by taxpayer, the way they seem to operate like there's some kind of private entity. So we'll give them that for a minute and say a private entity. How a private entity has been able to carry on trading, but not only carry on trading, but the people that they turned around and told the people of Birmingham that they would only fund the necessity, those things they would prioritize funding, okay, for the most important things. Paying for 2 men on the streets to exploit money from people that are trying to push money back into the city of Birmingham to help with the economy of Birmingham, to help with the economy of the wider nation. Because to be honest, over here, we're in a dire state. And these guys want to try and bully people, harass people. It's disgusting, guys. It's absolutely disgusting. And these people seem to live by a different law of the land to us. We're all to be held accountable while these guys can take our money, spend it how they want, lose our money, and then think they can send goons out on the street to try and recoup that money through, again, us, the public taxpayer.
Absolutely crazy, bro. It's literally like the Grinch that stole Christmas. So we're gonna get right into this video without further ado, guys. Please share this video. Oh, we got True News exposing the blues. People's News, Orlando. Shouts to Orlando, man. Cannot wait to move back to Florida. All right, this video is crazy. What's up, Callie? Oh, we got Roger in this beast. And no, this is Birmingham, England. And so shout out to Roger. And again, the link is for Bear Britain Audits is in the chat. Eyes on the Audit. I just put it up there. Someone, if you could maybe pin that comment, or I'll try to do that during this video. It's also on screen. So, I'm just gonna snooze this restart, and here we go. Here's this video, guys. Honestly, I'm gonna pause this video. This video is one of the most frightening things I've ever seen, bro. Crazy shit. Peep game.
If they want your details, don't give them.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm.
Don't give them your details, bro.
Well, actually,
You're not sharing it.
They're not.
You're not sharing it, bro. We
I
can't
only
see
go to
nothing.
They're
sound.
not obligated
my
to
bad.
give you nothing. Are you the police?
Sorry.
Are you the
Idiot. I haven't done these StreamYards in a while. All right, let's try that again. Here we go.
Cool, we can see that.
Guys, share this video. Share this video, man. This video is wild style. He's got a smart jacket on. Girl's got a lovely coat.
If they want your details, don't give them.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm.
Don't give them your details, bro.
Well, actually, they're legally obligated.
They're not actually. They're not obligated to give you nothing. Are you the police? Are you the police? Are you the police? Are you the police?
No, I'm a law enforcement officer. Can you call the police?
What? No, just carry on walking. You just carry on walking.
No,
Go about your day.
can I
You've got
just
no
say,
right
could
to
you
follow
pause it just there as well?
Carry on about
Sorry.
your day.
I know it's early on to pause
I
it.
was about to.
But I just want to say there, yeah,
yeah.
he's just identified himself as a law enforcement officer. Now, if that guy, I don't know if any point in this video if you see the back of his top, but I'm sure it says environmental civil officer. Civil being the word there, law being a complete different part of any kind of law. Yeah, we've got law, and then we have civil law over here. So he's identified himself there as a law enforcement officer. So in my eyes, with someone who's got a body camera, a radio, stab-proof vest, uniform, to somebody who's not quite as clued up as maybe myself, then they might mistake that person for now a police officer because they've identified as a law enforcement officer. Therefore, in my opinion, they've identified as a police officer or as good as. And that's a criminal offence in itself.
Absolutely. Same thing over here in the United States, impersonating an officer. That's immediately I recognize this. Oh, I'm in law enforcement. No, you're not, buddy. He's lying to the citizens and he's lying to you. But it gets. You think that's crazy? Nice jackets, by the way. Great jackets.
Okay. If they carry on following you in a public place, go into a shop, go into the ball ring, disappear from these guys. Don't give them nothing. Carry on walking, sir. If you give them, honestly, if you give these your details, mate, they'll be abusing your rights. Trust me.
So you're obviously an expert.
I know how it works, and they don't have to give you their details.
Do you know Section 88 of the Environmental Protection Act?
They don't have to give you their details.
I'm just going to pause it briefly here to point out something very important. I've never seen this parking enforcement. I've never seen this with anything. These people, instead of, once Bear informs them that they don't have to give their details, and this person is not a police officer, they trust Bear and they start walking away. But this guy, he doesn't want to let it go. It could be, I don't know what the fines are over there. I'm guessing 50 quid for throwing your
around about £50 if you pay it, if you accept it and pay it within the time that they give you, which is quite short. If you don't pay it within so many days that they give you, I couldn't tell you what they are because it may have changed, but I'm sure it was around about 14 days. I think you had to pay it. If it wasn't paid then, it would go up to around about 80 to 100. And obviously then, if you don't pay it then, they will either try and take you to court or they will actually skip that process, which again, I would say is unlawful. And they sell that debt off then to a bailiff, which will then go on and harass you, turn up at your house, want to try and get seize property depending on how much you owe. So, okay, they're probably not going to want to clamp your car, but they're going to keep turning up at your door and being a nuisance. And again, bailiffs over here, they work on very much the same tactic. People not having the knowledge to know that you don't have to give your details. You don't have to open your door to them. When they come saying that they've got a warrant on a digital screen, that's not a warrant signed by any judge. That's just something someone's wrote up in the hope that you'll look at that, be fearful, and open your door and then let people in. Well, then they start basically looking at what you own in your house. If you don't pay the money, they'll take the items of what they think's worth that you owe. So there's a long list of things that happens here. Like, it can literally put people into debt. Not only into debt, but then it can actually bring a whole load of stress into families and stuff that already may be hard up. And actually, they usually are hard up because the people that these target are the people that are hard up. They don't seem to be going around, looking for the guy in the suit and the briefcase. They're going around looking for the single mum that's got 3 kids that are distracting her. So that's probably why she dropped her cigarette. And that's exactly the same reason that she'll probably go on to give her details, because a law enforcement or so-called law enforcement officer has challenged her. She's got 3 children that are, she needs to get on with her day. So she's probably just going to give you her name so that she can go, not thinking anything of it, until a couple of days later, a letter's going to come through the post saying, you've got a fixed penalty notice of this. If you do not pay it, we will take you to court or blah, 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 blah. So it's never just about what's happening here, but it's about, like, they don't even ask these people what their financial situation is. So they don't care. They don't care. Literally, that's what you got to pay. If it's not paid by that time, then basically you're just going to fall into debt. Once you're in debt, if you couldn't pay it in the first place to fall into debt, then once you're in debt, you're still not going to be able to pay it, right? But what they keep doing, every time they come out to you, once it gets especially to a bailiff, every time that bailiff comes to your property, every time they have a call out to you, they will put a charge on that. And it just goes up and up and up. And it's a way of just dragging people into debt.
Absolutely. I want to say a quick shout out to Nephew Jamie. Thank you very much. Nephew Jamie is one of the few people that I know that always shares my stuff over on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, FakeMicRealNews. If you're just joining us here, guys, we're on the panel. Obviously, FakeMicRealNews. I'm the world's foremost and preeminent fashion expert. We're joined by, of course, Mellows, the God, the legend, Bear Britain Audits, as well as UK Lady. Pay attention to this video. It goes from, okay, this guy's like, okay, I'm not going to be able to help, to a scene out of Mission Impossible or something like that. Or like, it's absolutely crazy. What happens, guys. Just watch this.
details. They don't have to give you their details. I know that they don't have to give you your details. No, they don't.
And actually,
No, they don't.
to you, they've just got themselves in a lot more trouble.
They've just got themselves in a lot more trouble.
Yes.
How's that? Why? Have they already give their details? Have you already robbed their details off of them? Is that why?
Hey, do a bit of homework, study a bit.
Yeah, don't follow them either. Don't harass them because well, don't be following them.
You can just commit a criminal offence.
Don't be following this couple here. They haven't committed an offence. Did you give them the opportunity to pick up whatever they dropped?
Do your homework.
Did you give them an opportunity to pick up whatever they dropped? I'm boring. You're following these people when you shouldn't be. You're following these people when you shouldn't be.
Okay. You're preferring the court of justice.
Yeah, and you're going around trying to rob money off of people, man. Yeah? Exploiting the fact that it's busy day coming up to Christmas and you want to try and take hard-working people's money. That's what you want to do, right? You want to take hard-working people's money. You know this is wrong, bro.
Not wrong.
Of course it is. Of course it is. You got no right to get their details. I'm going to get them in more trouble. Do you think I think I haven't done this before? Bro, once he goes in here, you've got no right to carry on engaging with him.
Do I not?
Once he's in here...
Should be found out.
Go on
What's
then.
this?
Go on then.
Magic line. Oh, look at that. Son.
Go on then.
Well done.
Cool.
So, but you're wrong again. You're wrong again.
Look at this, harassing people going about their day.
Look at this, doing his job. Look up black belt barrister.
Black. Is that where you get your information from? Huh? Is that where you get your information from? Pardon? This is crazy, man. You can't be following people like this. No. Don't think you can.
You didn't follow me.
Huh?
You didn't follow me.
Well, I see that you're trying to take money off of hard-working people, probably. They probably come to spend their money. They probably come to spend their money. And you're following them for no reason. Oh, I'm not doing anything wrong, mate.
You're following private property.
All right. So something that I found fascinating was I'm sorry if you guys were talking. I had the volume down for a second because being a fashion expert, sometimes people like Bradley Cooper will give me a call. Robert De Niro will be like, this tie or that tie. Should I button this or not? And so I get calls all the time, especially since Kevin Samuels passed away. So rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. But are you guys fucking watching this, bro? Literally, this is a couple in UK. They work hard so they can spend some money in Birmingham, right? Birmingham is broke, right?
She's broke.
So this couple wants to spend some money, have a nice day as a couple together. Hey, it's a little cold, honey. Let's go out. Let's get some hot chocolate. Let's go shopping. We'll have a beautiful little holiday day together. We'll walk around the city, get the crisp air. And then these two guys say, hey, give me your information. And we don't even know what these people did. But I know they didn't commit a crime. How do I know that? Because if I did, these people wouldn't be following them. They'd be calling the police. These people do not commit a crime. Bear walks up to them. They're being stalked and harassed by these people. And Bear's like, you don't have to give me your information. And then they leave. And then these people start following them through multiple businesses, private business. We're watching.
Which can I just add? Like these are already allowed to conduct their business in public, yeah. So I've been through here. I've got videos of me going through this exact place, and they've had a problem with me filming on their premises because it's private property. However, they seem to be letting this guy go about his business on private property, even though he's not allowed to conduct his business there. In fact, I have more right to film there than that guy does to conduct his business. What he's actually doing there is illegal.
So
crazy, man.
Crazy because if you bring a camera in there, you're a bad person. But this guy is allowed to illegally stalk people. This is literally like, have you guys seen the Bourne Identity movies where like he tried to blend in with the crowd and then he got and then you got these guys, you're trying to lose them crowd. This is what's happening, bro. Bro, thing, and I mean, there's more breaking news after this too. We're not done with this video. I gotta tell you what's going on. This is not the future. These are paid thugs stalking a couple who didn't break a law. Watch this, guys. It gets fucking crazier, bro. If you can imagine.
You haven't got permission? How have you got permission to film me?
Have you got the right to give me permission for here? Do you have the right to give me permission for here?
No. Look at this creepy.
You give the
stalking,
black belt
bro.
barrister a good shout out though.
I'm just gonna say one more thing, bro. If I did this to a guy or a girl or a couple like this is predatory. This creepy stalker shit, bro. These guys are creep, bro.
Because
I don't need to,
The
bro.
only thing is, he's got the backing of the government.
Which is what you're doing.
Exactly. The tyrants with guns.
How much commission do you get off of this fine here that you're chasing? Huh? You don't get none. So let them go about their day, man.
This is
Your job.
insane, bro. Look at this. There's a bunch of elderly couples. Looks like a couple of young
It's not
girls
the law,
there. Families, guys, women. They're just shopping. This guy is stalking these people through a whole mall, bro. For what? $50? Maybe?
So
Things you can't do as a citizen.
Really be-
Like, imagine if I got pissed off because some girl
They're being
put a
chasing
cigarette on the
down.
ground and I started chasing her for blocks. Who's right and who's wrong
you
there?
want me?
You
Does my
obviously
mum
shouldn't
follow
put
me?
your
Does
finger
it look
on
like
the
my
ground.
mum's here?
Does she follow your
Does it
TikTok?
look like she's here?
Does she follow your
Does it look
TikTok?
like she's here?
Follow your TikTok?
Eh?
You're
well professional, ain't you?
Get your
What the
hand
hell?
away from me.
What is he saying right there? Did you follow your TED? What is he saying? Because I know the
Nah, he said something about my mum. He said something like, does my mum follow me or something? He just mentioned my mum. Like, I don't think it was offensive, but like, why we gotta go there, man? Why is there a person, who's working for the council, the local authorities, right, going around like mentioning a member of the public's mum? Like, he's lucky. I'll be honest, he's lucky he's got a uniform on, because like we all know, you don't just let someone disrespect you for no reason. But yeah, it seems like it's okay because he's got some kind of uniform on, right? So he's allowed to go around and just disrespect people, throw his weight around, demand shit, stalk people.
We're witnessing a gang stalking right now. There's two members of the. This is crazy, guys.
Please, man, if it's not like this in your country, all I say, if you're looking at this and you're like, I haven't ever seen anything like this, just be careful, man, because if we don't ever follow suit with you, you seem to do the same with us. So if it's not happening to you now, it's only a matter of time until it is.
And yes, guys, absolutely, that's the biggest point that I want to take away from here. There's two main points. The other point I'm going to get to after we watch this video. But that's one of the main points, guys, and that's why I think the majority of the people that view this channel, that are a part of this channel, again, what is Fake Mike Real News? If you're just joining us, you've never joined us, because luckily somebody was awesome enough to share this video. Like, I beg you guys, I beg for shares. And if you want to donate me money too, I don't care. I want to be rich. At the end of the day, I want to be rich, because if I'm rich, then I can run an ad at the Super Bowl halftime show. If I'm rich, I can jump in an RV and be an activist wherever I want. So if you want to donate, links are in the description. But share the fucking video. Share the damn video. This is the most important thing, is to share the video. Yes, I'm e-bagging for shares. And go subscribe to Bear Britain Audit. But the cool thing is, you guys, there's a plot twist at the end of this video. So there's an unexpected end. This is crazy, bro. We're literally watching. I was telling Bear actually sent this to me before he debuted this video, and I was in shock, bro. I was in shock. This is like what we got, like about 10 minutes left. This is like a movie, bro. Peep this.
Don't walk into mine. Don't walk into mine, and I won't walk into yours. Don't walk into mine, and I won't walk into yours.
And yeah, that's the thing. If you just joined us, revolt against tyranny. These guys can't get arrested. These guys can't arrest anybody. What's up, D?
Great. We're best called the police and you're
They
harassing
can't detain you, nothing.
hard-working people.
So look, we're going through another store right now. He just walked through a whole mall.
Hard-working.
Oh
people
yeah,
harassing.
but this is like one of our biggest shopping malls. We've literally gone from one end to the other. Like, I guess to a degree, it doesn't really do it justice, but we've walked some distance from when this video started to where we are now. I should have really stitched a little bit of a map on here or something and set out the route so people could see that we'd actually, it's mad, we'd gone some distance.
This is absolutely insane. This guy is literally stalking people, and he lied. He's a member of law enforcement. He can't let it go.
But why are you looking?
Environmental Protection Act.
I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I don't care.
He just shut his shit down.
I don't care.
He just shut his shit down.
You're a proper bootlicker,
best, man. I'm telling you, this guy is fucking good, bro.
You're a bootlicker, trying to rob hard, earning. You know what I mean? What are you trying to do, man? Try and take hard working people's money right before Christmas.
Ooh.
Huh?
What? This guy has no heart. Right before Christmas.
Disgusting behavior.
Exactly. Robbing people's hard-earned money right before Christmas. Stalking
Disgusting
people.
behavior.
It's exactly what it is. Disgusting behavior. He's still stalking these people, bro. They're just walking normal.
Can't carry on following these people. No, you can't. I suggest you guys, if you came by car, you get in your. Actually, don't take them to your car. That's the last thing I'd do.
You put that online. You know what happens when you put that online?
What happens?
I'll find you. And guess what we're going to do?
I'll
find ya.
Yeah?
That's why, again, people, I wanted you. Can we just pause this, please? Like, usually I'm not one of these to be like too much. I should really, but I never really ask people to share nothing. But again, that's why I wanted to share this with an American audience, because exactly what he said there. I'm going to take that, I'm going to find it, and I'm going to give it to the authorities. So what I want to do is I want to give that video anybody. If you got a channel and you want to take that video, you can take that video and use it as you wish. You know, I know it's UK and it's not maybe relevant to some of you guys, but if you can share it for me. You know, because these people, this is what they do. They and if not, and I'm sure you've seen this, you've had the same thing, Will, where they don't like it, they'll find the video, they'll try and put in a privacy complaint, you know, and all these different things, you know. So if you can, share the video for me, please, guys, because when these people come out with stuff like that, they make themselves look really silly, and I like to make them wish that they didn't say the things that they did.
Yeah,
so let's push it out in America and let more people see that he's a donut. You know what I mean?
What's that Liam Neeson film? And he's like, I've got a particular
Taken.
story. I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you.
That's exactly what it is.
Taken, isn't it?
That's what we need to do. We need to make a meme of like a mom, and she's like, she throws a cigarette on the ground, right? And then all of a sudden cuts to Liam Neeson. I don't know who you are, but I'm going to find you and I'm going to kill you. That guy's face over it. So if you're just joining Revolt Against Tyranny, Don't Tread on Me. This person is not a cop. You're watching a video from Beer Britain Audits. His link is in the stream. Tommy, if you could put Beer Britain Audits link in the description, and everybody else put it in the description, the chat. I'll put it back on screen. It's just easy. Just type in Beer Britain Audits. His name is right there. So if you're just joining Birmingham, UK, England, this couple did not do anything illegal, and these people are not cops. These people are like civil enforcement of some time. They can't even detain people, and you just witnessed them now stalk people throughout, like from one side of the city to another, and so we'll just watch this. This is like the best part, bro. This is fucking crazy, bro.
This is like actually like an American movie right here. Watch this.
I just let
Bang the badge. Give me your car.
Give me your car.
It's your job.
Follow that car.
Go, bro.
Follow that car.
No, you don't. No, you don't. He's a taxi driver. You're not allowed to take his stuff at all.
So what are we doing now then?
So what do we do
I
now
feel
then?
better that you just haven't managed to take any money off of them today. Huh?
Your chips.
Can I? Yeah. Let's see how you abuse other people. I might do that. if you abuse other people's rights, yeah?
Come with us. In fact, let's go and find a police officer together.
No, you're all right.
Come on, let's go and do it. Come on.
So before we get to the money shot, because I promise you it's going to be like, you guys are going to be like, oh yeah, that feels good, right? Because so what you're just so you know, first of all, Bear, like, thank you so much, bro, because just doing this one act, and we got a lot more to talk about, but just this one act, inform these citizens who are going to inform other people, and all the people that watch this video are now informed that they don't have to do this. And no, so this guy you just stopped a government thug from stalking people. I mean, bravo, bro. Not many people can say they've done that in auditors in general. But it gets even better and even farther. So now Bear Britton saves the day. He saves the day. And now this guy, he gets triggered. Look at the face. Look at the face, bro. He's so triggered. And watch what happens next. This is fucking epic, bro. Epic, epic, epic.
In the meantime, this guy.
Come on, big boy.
He's meant to be professional. Look, he's working for Birmingham Council, acting like this.
Talk to a police officer and find out what you can and can't do.
Oi, bro. Listen, listen. Listen. I've pissed on your chips, therefore I'm happy. See you later. Bye.
Oh shit. Okay. Look at that face right there.
Face.
That face right there. First of all, that is, and guys, if you don't know, I hang out with Mellows and Bear. UK ladies new to the crew, but Mellows and Bear, I've known them for years. Mellows especially has been like is literally one of my best friends in the whole world. And I hang out with these guys every day, bro. So I'm very familiar with English accents, English slang, the different varieties of English accent. And nobody ever told me that you could say to somebody, you're just mad because I pissed in your chips. And when you say that to somebody, that face right there occurs. Look at this face right there, bro. He just that's basically, boom, red stamp, owned across the whole screen. Chips, pissed in. Bear just took out his big cock and pissed all in that guy's chips, bro. Epic, guys. From now on, we own somebody that's called pissing in their chips, bro. And I'm going to leave it up there for 3 more seconds. It's not owned anymore. It's pissed in his chips. Look at this sucker's face, bro. Piss all up in that. Love it. Love it. Love it, Bear.
Bye. Bye. Go and abuse someone else's rights. See ya. See ya.
Honestly, we man.
Bye. Yeah.
He's
Oi, bro, you're the one working for Birmingham Council. You look a donut. You look a donut.
Yeah.
I ain't even getting your colleague, because he hasn't even run his mouth, but you have. You just want to be, I don't know, star of the show, maybe.
Star of the show?
Yeah. Anyway, what are you going to do when you give this to the authorities?
I got nothing else to talk to you, man.
What do you think the authorities are going to do about a public video?
Public video?
We're in a public place, right?
So I'm going to leave it here for a sec because there's some more that happens after this. But more importantly, Bear, you followed up. I lost my notes here. But you followed up with this situation. Can you talk to me about what happened when you followed up? You may even made a call to City Council and Mellows. I believe you were making a comment. I'm sorry. And what's up, Barfight? Good to see you, player.
I'm saying this guy is literally licensed to stalk and harass people, and he actually made a threat. I mean, however you want to take it, that's a public order. I'm going to find you and I'm going to get you. It's a threat, no matter which way you look at it. So these people are licensed and approved by the council to go out and harass, stalk, and intimidate and bully people. And they literally have given free carte blanche. Go ahead, go and do this and harass the members of the public and steal their money. And when you do finally get to complain to them about it, they're just ridiculous. I mean,
well, that's funny. When you do ring up to complain about it and you email and you go as far as getting right through to the CEOs and the people that it should get to, they come back to you and say everything they done was right, and actually now they're looking into investigating the video on obstruction. So they're now trying to say that I've committed an offence, so therefore they're investigating that. I haven't heard nothing, and probably won't, but who knows, right? I actually hope that I hope they do in a way, because I'll be interested to see how that plays out and stuff, because I don't think that would have a leg to stand on. Either obstruction, I think, needs to be physical. I think I need to physically be stopping somebody's right of way or something of that effect. I don't think filming somebody is obstruction. And he earlier in the video many a times mentions perverting the courts of justice. What, by giving someone some advice and then filming it?
Yeah. So
In what way there would that be perverting the courts of justice?
Bear, I love you, but you're downplaying how important this part is. Thank you guys for subscribing. Roger, thank you. Revolt Against Tyranny, subscribe. Angie sent him a message, Fake Mike, thank you. Roger, you're the fucking best, guys. By the way, Roger is going to be going live on RHTV Live tomorrow in English and in Dutch. So, very cool dude. He's a member of the Fake Mike.
Yeah, big up, Roger. I did see your comment.
By the way, what is Fake Mike? I started saying this earlier. What does Fake Mike Real News stand for? If you're just joining, because we're here together as a collective, and we're trying to create a more altruistic world through nonviolence and the Socratic method. So everyone go subscribe. Let them know the Fakeless thing. We got people subbing to all these different people. Tommy V. Tommy, you know what? We're gonna see what Tommy V's channel looks like because I didn't even know you had a channel, Tommy. So we're gonna go see what's over there. I'm gonna pretend I'm a Birmingham civilian and environmental place and go stalk you. Go stalk your channel. So, bro, this is the craziest part about it all. So Bear calls him, and he says, "Hey, so we witnessed on video a member of your government, one of our public servants, falsely claiming they're a law enforcement officer, stalking and harassing citizens. And what did they say to you, Bear Britain? Ha 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 ha. They did everything right. They were supposed to stalk those people. And guess what? Now we're investigating you. If you guys want to have some banter here, I'm going to fill up my cup with a little more water, and I'll be right back. But yeah, Bear, continue with your thoughts. But you're downplaying this.
No, that's it. That's all I was saying, man. That they've just, with the complaint, there's meant to be a whole complaint process, right? And then when you do that, and you take the time to get to the people they actually should go to, which is very rare anyway, they come back and dismiss it when, you know, the complaint was about the conduct of the employees there at the council. That was the complaint. They completely dismissed that, and now they're trying to say, oh, well, actually, there's an offence that has been committed, but not by us. It's actually from you through obstruction. At what point there did I obstruct? Did you see me stand in the guy's way?
There was no obstruction of any law.
Actually.
There was no obstruction of any law being enforced, essentially. So how can that be an obstruction?
You used what we know as in Hogwarts magical words, right? You can't just tell people to go and jump off a cliff, because when they go and jump off a cliff, you'll be liable for murder, right? I mean, this is ridiculous, right? Just by expressing your freedom of speech, right? You could be perverting the course of justice. Perverting the course of justice, is my understanding, is that when you are coercing and intimidating witnesses in a court, in a trial. I don't see anything like that here in any of these videos. So how you could be perverting the course of justice or obstructing.
You didn't even swear at him.
Yeah, obstructing, if anything, is, it has to be physical. You pinned him down, you blocked his way, you impeded his way, you physically restrained him.
I know this. Do you know what I mean? This is why, like I said, I don't think they will. But there's a part of me that's like, make that move. I wanted to make that move, actually. Let's see how that plays out, right? Because it was like, it's the outbreak they really are, man.
They're bankrupt and they're going to be pursuing frivolous lawsuit cases. It's just insane, right?
Who's going to pay for that?
Exactly.
This is what I'm saying.
They're bankrupt, right?
Well, that's one way to test the system, is to push them to the edge.
That's how you test the system, right?
Yep. Got to try to break it. Within the law, of course.
And then you've got what? It was yesterday, right? To Auditing Britain. He's probably got the biggest subscriber base, UK auditor-wise, I'd say. He only yesterday put a video up in Birmingham. Same thing again, intimidating an old couple, elderly woman, a man out with their daughter doing Christmas shopping. And that's only two videos in the same place by it wasn't the same individual, but the same obviously organization, acting in the same way, following people into shops. So if that's just two videos in that time, yeah, then how many times a day is this happening to people? How many people are just paying money to these people? How many people know that they're actually bankrupt? How many people know that actually, if you're a bankrupt entity and you carry on trying to trade, it's illegal? Like, how many people know this so that they can question it and try and hold these people to some kind of account or look for some kind of transparency? There is none. The opportunity is not there.
So Bear, I'm not sure if you got to this. So you went back.
Pardon?
You went back to Birmingham for follow-up, didn't you?
I went back, but I didn't. No. I haven't been back. Follow that up only by emails and stuff. I wasn't in Birmingham a couple of days later, though, wasn't I? Where again, I was harassed, intimidated all day by different types of security with no more authority than these guys, which is none. And it was all for just going around vlogging, doing a live stream, showing people, who can't. The second biggest city in the UK, right? We've got people coming in, enjoying the stream, and that's all it was, mate. Constantly being harassed by people, being approached. What are you doing here? Can't do this. Can you leave? People coming back past trying to intimidate me, renaming my channel, saying, "Oh, Bear Britain Audits," as if to say, "I know who you are." These people they're crazy, and the things they're willing to do to members of the public. If they're willing to do it to me, and I'm showing them that I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to bow over to these people, then imagine what they're acting like with the people that don't know their rights and don't know that they don't have to deal with these people and give them anything. It's crazy, man. Like I say, it's crazy. Crazy. You no longer need to worry about the police. There's a whole new breed of security thug guys that don't need to have any kind of authority. They're just allowed to run around lawless, intimidating members of the public. That's the way it's going over here, people.
And what would happen to an American police officer if he behaved in the same way?
Like, I'm glad. The only reason, because I'd love for us all to bear arms over here, but that's the only thing I am glad about is that you see people like this, over here, and they don't have guns, thankfully. Could you imagine if you give that guy a gun? Could you imagine if you give him a potato gun? Yeah? Like a spud gun. Imagine how he'd be deadly, wouldn't he? Be deadly, this guy.
Absolutely.
He goes through sacks of potatoes in a day.
He's gonna find you, and he's gonna get you.
Honestly. Like,
couple things.
These dangerous
couple
people.
Things here.
Unhinged.
Okay, first and foremost, guys, if you're just joining, share the video. Second and fivemost, if you're just joining, subscribe to Bear Britain Audits. Link is in the chat. It was just on screen. Just type in Bear Britain Audits. Secondly, Todd Guillory, why do you support Trump? I'm curious. And then also, Cadbury. So Birmingham, like I said earlier, is the second most populous, and we're seeing some photos from there. Geez, man, before I was vegan, man, Cadbury eggs, bro, Cadbury chocolates, that's class, man. That's pretty cool that you guys got that over there. But then also, Bear, it wasn't just the fact, and I want everyone to do me a favor too, while we're chatting here, open up another tab on your browser, please, and just follow along with me. And Bear, I want you to talk about too, because you inspired a lot of people to email and somebody else to go, another auditor to go over there too, right? So it wasn't just that one effect that you had that day and saving that couple and waking up all the other people that were around that mass
But I
stalking.
don't even, you
And
know what? But I don't even know that, Wilson, right? That's the thing, right? I don't even want to assume that the other auditors seen my video to go over there. I'm just assuming he's been over there doing his thing, and it's just something else he's come across. And that concerns me more. That concerns me more because it's not like someone's gone there looking for these people to catch them. It's just someone going about again, and it happens to see somebody having their rights abused, followed you into a shop, so they decided, you know what, I'm going to film this. You know, I'd love to know
exactly.
how many.
Um,
I would love to know how many. Maybe you could do a public freedom of information request, yeah, and try and find out how many of these kind of fixed penalty notices they're handing out a year. I don't know. It might be worth me trying to do. See if I can get some information on how many they actually issue in a year, on average, because the way they're conducting themselves at the moment is if they are desperate, they're even acting desperate. Yeah, they're acting like they're bankrupt. Yeah, they really are. They're desperate, man. They're on their knees. They'll literally try and harass you for fucking 40, 50 fucking pounds, you know?
yeah.
And then
Um,
went on about how that can sometimes, to the person that can't afford that, that will then fall into debt,
exactly. Exactly.
which then earns a load of other private businesses along the way. It all makes them money while it drives that individual into debt.
So I want to open it up. I want everyone to open up another tab because I want you guys to follow along. I'm going to write an email to Birmingham City Council. I'm going to show you how to do that. You can take my exact words or word it around a little bit differently, but I would all like you guys to send an email to Birmingham, even if you're in the United States, it doesn't make a difference. They don't know that. They don't know where you are. And even if you are in the United States, that's still it's still absolutely terrible. So if you have questions or comments, I'll address the Trump stuff. First of all, Todd, one, even if Donald Trump was a good person that was on our side, he's not going to change anything. You can't vote out the Federal Reserve. You can't vote out the Bilderberg Group. You can't vote out the CIA. Donald Trump promised to drain the swamp, and he kept meeting with Henry Kissinger. And he hired all of Epstein's friends, all Rothschild bankers, and Skull and Bones members. Why would you believe that Donald Trump would even help illegal immigration? He only did like a few miles. He said he was going to build a wall. He didn't do it. He said he was going to drain the swamp. He didn't do it. He said he was going to lock up Hillary. He didn't do it. So what, and why are you against illegal immigration in the first place?
Can I just say there, Will? Sorry, bro. But he's another one, yeah? Has this guy not been declared bankrupt once or maybe more before?
Yes, and that's very important. People always say Trump, oh well, he can't be bought because he has his own money. I've covered on this channel. It's not a CNN fact. This is a fact. Anybody can go and look this up. Wilbur Ross. Who is Wilbur Ross? Wilbur Ross is a Rothschild banker who bailed out Donald Trump when he went bankrupt in the 1980s. And then Donald Trump paid him back a favor by hiring him to his administration. And the same guy, Wilbur Ross, who's a Bilderberg Group member, who Donald Trump sent to Bilderberg. The ultimate swamp is the Bilderberg Group. And Donald Trump sent Wilbur Ross, one of Jeffrey Epstein's best friends, a Rothschild banker. He didn't send him, he sent himself, right? And Todd, you also say we could have rebuilt our infrastructure twice for the money we sent with Ukraine. We could have built our infrastructure 1,000 times over with the money we lost when Donald Trump shut down the country due to COVID and he violated his oath to the Constitution. So get your questions or comments in here for Bear Britain. Mellows have been a little bit quiet because I've been talking all over the place, but I just want to impress upon people how absolutely insane this was. And so all you need to do, open up another tab, and then you type in City of Birmingham, UK, and you'll see these lovely photographs. You'll see the Wikipedia entrance, and then you'll see the homepage. You can go directly to contact us, but I've never looked at the homepage, so I'm going to see. Let's take a look here. Key announcements: road travel and parking, council tax, benefits and support. Okay, so we'll go to contact us. Contact. And if you guys don't know, pretty much at the bottom of almost every website, it's contact us. Comments, compliments, and complaints. So I'm going to click on that. Make a comment, make a complaint. I'm going to make a complaint. Don't take it word for word, but if you have to, you can. Appropriate team to raise first. You can do this by using the contact us forms. The complaint team will try to resolve the complaint within 2 working days of receiving it, which is not what they told you, Bear.
No.
And then it says, and you will hear within 15 days. Okay, so let's see which one to go to make a complaint. Okay, I can make an anonymous complaint, or I want to log in and track the submission. For now, I'm going to do anonymous because we're live. I mean, it sends me back to the same page. Okay,
I would suggest everyone done anonymous.
Yep, everyone
I
can
would
do it
say
anonymous.
everyone. I would advise that. Do this anonymous. Don't give these people nothing, man.
But
Anonymous all the time.
if you do want to do it, it's very simple. All you have to do is make a Proton email. Anybody can make a Proton email. You don't have to put your name or where you live. You can even put a fake name, and they don't even send you a text to verify. So anybody can make a Proton email, which could be, you could say, it could be, say, you can make your email say, concerned Birmingham citizen, whatever you want. What's the soccer team in Birmingham?
Sorry?
What's
Birmingham.
Your football team.
The
Birmingham.
football team. Soccer team.
Birmingham.
They've got a couple football teams, haven't they? Aston
Birmingham
Villa
City.
and then Birmingham City.
So I want to raise an anonymous complaint. What complaint about? Okay. Benefits, children, young people, council tax, housing rents, miscollection, parking, recruitment and selection, roads, paving, street lighting, street cleaning. Your service is not listed. Reference, I don't know what that is. Please provide your complaint below. I got cap locks on. And now, if this was an actual email, and I'm sure that they have an email somewhere here, but I'm just showing you guys quick and easy how to do this. If there's an actual email, I would obviously say, dear sir, or madam, or to whom it may concern, comma, space, a whole line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and start writing. But this is a complaint form, so I'm just going to write it like this. I recently viewed a video where a young couple were being stalked and harassed by an individual falsely
From your organization. I would put an
claiming-
individual from your organization.
Yeah, an individual from exactly by an individual from your organization, falsely claiming he was a member of law enforcement. This is troubling. Get your questions or comments in the chat. We're gonna for Mellows. We're gonna kick it now. We're gonna have a little bit of fun now. But I just want to get this out because it's very important. I hope everyone is doing this in their own tab. It's very easy. Just Google City of Birmingham, United Kingdom, because this is not Birmingham, Alabama, Birmingham, United Kingdom. Contact us, complaint form right here. This is troubling on many levels.
I mean, I put up a 2.5 minute video today of somebody again who was in a supermarket. They've bought everything. They've got their products in the trolley. Well, right. They're leaving. They've been approached by security who wants to start going through all their shopping, saying they haven't paid for everything. Then another woman's approached with a headset on, uniform, so she worked there. And she assaults the woman, like, and tries to grab her phone and that. Like, honestly, it's turning crazy over here. I'm not even joking. Yeah. Mellows, am I wrong? Is it not correct turning crazy over here?
It's turned crazy.
It's turned crazy. That's it.
Turning crazy with
Everyone took that vaccine, man. Funny.
world's gone insane. That's for sure.
They've gone crazy, man. Go on, mate. Sorry.
You know, while you're out there writing complaint letters, that one from Tesco, she needs to be sacked and brought up on criminal charges.
That was outrageous. I was so shocked when I watched that video.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put my real email. So I'm finishing this up, guys, and I actually said I'm gonna put my email here, and I'll read it to you real quick. I'm putting my phone email, my government name email, And this is what it says. I recently viewed a video where a young couple were being stalked and harassed by an individual from your organization, thank you, UK lady, falsely claiming he was a member of law enforcement. This is troubling on many levels. Citizens should be able to shop and enjoy the holidays unmolested. This is unacceptable and disturbing behavior. I have left my email and look forward to your response in awaiting his termination. Thank you. Boom, boom, boom. And if
Reference. You need a reference.
what would you like to do to resolve the issue? Terminate.
Well, I asked for a public apology.
Exactly. Terminate this rogue employee immediately and issue a public apology.
Well, can we somewhere add in there? Sorry, can we somewhere add in there, right?
You need a reference.
Yeah, a reference. Can you not take the link of that video and pop it in this email?
Good idea. Good idea. Yeah, that's a very good idea.
And also, if you could just reference that actually since this video, which was only about 10 days ago, you've also seen another video that's reappeared somewhere else where you've seen more of the same kind of behavior from employees of yours or something, because that's quite important. Because the complaints up to now that I know of that have gone in have been before the video that dropped yesterday. So the fact that it's happened again yesterday, if that could be also mentioned in here, because it would really, really help. It'd be interesting to see what they come back and say to you.
Yeah, I left my email for that very reason, and I did because I didn't even give them my Proton email, which I could have. But either way, it's whatever. I don't really care. What the fuck? I'm just
Different country, bro. Different country.
Okay, and I'm just gonna add one more thing.
Just quickly change it. Put your email on. Put a different email.
I've typed a bit out in chat for you as well.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna send this, guys, and I hope you guys all are. Put a 1 in the chat when you guys have sent yours. I want to see who's sending this to, and I really appreciate this, guys, because look, if I just send this, nobody gives a damn, right? But if everybody sends it, then we're kicking. All right, so let's go back. Let's see if we get any questions or comments for anybody here. What's going on with you guys in the chat here? So let's see.
I put like the main sentence of your query there in the chat for people if they want to copy and paste that.
Thank you. Yeah, you're awesome. Actually, I don't have a serious case of Trump derangement. I presented you with facts. I asked you a question. I said, one, why do you think? First of all, why are you against illegal immigration? 2, why do you think Trump would actually do something about it? Because he said he was going to do something about it the first time, and he didn't. So, and he's lied to you before. He lied he was going to lock up Hillary. That's not me, Trump derangement. It was him telling a lie. He lied to you, not to me. I mean, he lied to me too. I didn't believe him. You know what I'm saying? He said he was going to lock up Hillary Clinton. So I don't have Trump derangement syndrome. I'm telling you facts. You're getting triggered like a snowflake over facts. I'm asking you a specific question. 1, why do you dislike illegal immigration? And 2, what do you think Trump is going to do about it? And why do you believe him anyways? He said he was going to do something about it before, and he didn't. So, yeah, unmolested is right. Yeah. Stargrass and
Me and Mellows have had this conversation about Trump. Is Trump not just the same as Biden? Is that as Mellows says all the time, it's right, yeah? Don't they have to control both sides of the coin?
Yeah, honestly, bro, anybody that thinking like choosing one.
Let's be honest. Just like here, we have 2 major parties, right? And it doesn't really matter which one of those you get. It's pretty much the same thing. They just put a couple of opposing things there so that when it comes up to vote, he's going to sway someone here or there. Like there's that's again, it's all done by design.
Man walks into a bar, asks, what they have to drink. And barman says, yeah, certainly, sir. You can have anything you like. You can have milk in a cup. You can have milk in a bucket. You can have milk in a glass. You can have milk in a jar. What would you like to drink?
Yeah. So, and that's the important thing. If you guys got any questions for for the fashion experts here, let us know. And I just really want to give a big shout out to Bear, man, because I told him this behind the scenes. I'm telling him again and telling it because he really deserves like a lot of credit for doing this, because civil disobedience is how we win. Because I always say, well, we need enough people to be awake to have civil disobedience. Well, Bear is going into the belly of the beast, waking people up on the streets, and then the videos go viral. So he's waking up people off the streets too, and then he's following up with the emails. He's gonna like he's, and then you guys are sending emails too, right? So he's really making a change. And then he inspired another auditor to go over there and do a follow up too. Like this guy is, it's like if we had 10 bears, bro, all go to Birmingham at once. If you guys are anywhere near the UK, bro, go over there, do an audit, man. With or without Bear Britain audits, man. Because if imagine the whole city of Birmingham just walked away, paid no attention to these people, the police either, the politicians either. Can you imagine? Bear is honestly, is somebody I really, 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 really admire, bro, because he's one of the few people that walks the talk. Not many people are doing that, and he's out there. He's walking the talk, bro. I mean, this is not even Bear's best video, quite frankly. I mean, it's one of the most shocking for sure. But I mean, Bear was recently in some epic protests. He's been doing some investigative journalism as well. Bar fighting. How do I feel about Vivek? I did a video on Vivek recently. He's got business ventures with. First of all, he works for Big Pharma, right? And second of all, he supports Trump, right? Third of all, I think he's involved with the WEF too. And the thing is, he's one. I did a whole video on Vivek and RFK, and I'm forgetting the main points on Vivek, honestly, because I brought them all up and I had them lined up. But him and RFK Jr. too. I mean, RFK Jr. supports the Green New Deal. He endorsed Hillary. So there's a lot. I mean, in Vivek, even like I said, even if Vivek wins, it doesn't make a difference. Let's just imagine Vivek was a good guy. Let's just imagine we had a 3-man team: Jesus, Ron Paul, and Buddha and Muhammad, and it was like a 4-man alternating presidency for 20 years. Don't make a difference because you can't vote out the CIA, you can't vote out the Federal Reserve System. So that's why, like, when people are so obsessed with Trump, it's or Biden or even any of these people, it's quite frankly, it's scary because, bro, I mean, do you really think we're gonna vote our way out of this, bro? We can't do it, bro. You're gonna vote your way out of. I mean, don't get me started, right? That's the point. Right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying not to vote, right? I mean, because if you can vote, if it even matters, you're going to want to vote for more freedom, right? Cool. I'm not saying not to vote, but then there's other people that say don't vote. You're just encouraging. Well, what do you guys think about that? Or Vivek, or do you guys have anybody out in the UK that pretends to be a person of the people? And I believe her name is Sonia. Theo can tell me her name. But she's been doing a weekly series on the New World Order in the Parliament in the UK as well.
Sonia Poulton.
Sonia Poulton, that's right.
She's a really good journalist.
Very good journalist. I don't agree with a lot of her views, but her journalism is excellent.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel, UK lady. She's a little left for me, but that's just because she hasn't understood. She's awesome, though. She does her research really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really tight-knit, closed group. This government business, right? You can't get into it. You have to be brought into it. So they've kind of the gatekeepers of who gets to run the government and who doesn't get to anywhere near the gates. They control both sides of the argument. They own both sides of the argument, and you will never ever get to the steps, let alone climb those steps and get to a seat in government to affect any change. This is never going to happen, not in this country. Unless you go to their particular breed of schools and subscribe to their particular agendas, you are not going to get anywhere. These people pride themselves on infiltrating the cabinets of all the world. They have literally manage to worm their way in and occupy every position of authority, every on both sides of the argument, and they all, rock to the same step, basically. They're all pulled and controlled by the same puppet masters. No matter what color shirt and tie they wear.
The outcome's the same. It's just which road you go down to get there. Do you know what I mean?
Joe Biden, people don't like me saying, but Joe Biden and Donald Trump, they're partners, right? They are teammates. Okay, you need to understand that, and then once you understand that Joe Biden and Donald Trump are on the same team, then you might understand the game and how they play it.
Mellows to be right. I remember when Biden got in, and not long after Biden got in, I thought to myself, do you know what? Yeah, it was already predicted then. He'll come straight back in. Trump will come back. Right.
Of course.
There's a reason for that. It's all, again.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's
if I can see that coming, no offense, I'm hardly the smartest guy in the world. If I can predict something like that, and then it's coming true. It's quite easy to see what they do these days, man. It's not even like they're discreet anymore in the way they. Well,
it's like boxing. You got the guy, the favorite, and he loses, and it gives him a comeback, and he's going to come back, and they sell out on the box office because of the comeback, It's just theater, It's just the stage. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely that, and that's what I said. Like, that's why I get upset when I see people. It's not upset, and I feel for people, but like.
It goes back to that old adage, though, that if you cut off the head of the snake, there's going to be two more that pop up.
Exactly, and the thing is, I mean, there's two types of people out there. There's people like Todd that said, "Oh, well, I'm just going to sit back and vote Trump, and I'm gonna vote Trump, and I'm a revolutionary." And then there's people like Bear Britton audits that go out on the street and actually change the world, actually do something. Bear Britton audit knows in order to change the world, he has to be a part of that change himself. He cannot sit on the sidelines and just vote every 4 years like that's going to change something. No, that's not what this channel is about. This channel is not here to tell you how to vote. This channel is not here to tell you how to act or what to believe. This channel is here to get you fashion ready for the world. That's what this channel is about. I think it's Alex. Yeah, Alexander Winter. Thing that they have in common. But Trump and Biden are both Jesuits. But so is Hillary Clinton. So is Anthony Fauci. They're both cozy. They both love the CIA. They both love the Federal Reserve System. They both love Guantanamo Bay. They both love illegal wars. They both love torturing innocent civilians. They both love locking up migrants. They both love increasing the national debt. They both love
experimenting on people, spying on people, NSA spying, the Patriot Act. They all agree on the major things.
At the same time, they don't love you. That's one thing they don't do. They don't love you. They're not for you. These people aren't for you. They're for themselves. They're the most selfish people on the planet.
Absolutely, man. Albuquerque. Shout outs to Albuquerque, man. I've been to Albuquerque.
Like George Carlin said, it's one big club and you ain't in it.
And that's really what it comes down to, guys. And that's what this channel is about. It's not about fashion. It's about changing the world, creating a more altruistic world through nonviolence and the Socratic method. That's how we're going to do it. It's examples like Bear and what he's been doing with just Birmingham alone. And I really hope you guys sent an email yourself, because at the end of the day, guys, I mean, Bear can only do so much. And I need to send an email. To send an email, I need to redouble my efforts. We all need to kick it here, and because at the end of the day, man, we're running out of time. I mean, some people would even argue we're out of time. So get a few more final questions or comments in there, and we'll wrap this up. If you guys have any interesting questions or comments, I'll get to it. bar fighting. Shout out to bar fighting. Bar fighting is awesome, man. Bar fighting. I remember one time, I think downloaded either Cash App or one of the apps just to send me a donation of like. I was like, man, that's fucking awesome.
That's lovely.
The best way to donate to me, again, is to share this video, is to subscribe to Very Britain Audits and leave him a comment saying Fake Mike sent you, because one, that helps him with the algorithm, and two, that helps me. And again, if you do want to donate to me, for the longest time I said I don't care, but at the end of the day, I'm starting to. So I'm going to give you guys a choice here. So if you guys have any questions, get them in there. But I'm going to let you guys know I'm opening up a few channels, and I've already started filming for some of these channels, and maybe you guys can tell me what you guys want me to focus on. So I got a podcast coming up. I got a channel that's going to be. I got a new audit channel called BAM Audit. So everyone go over there and subscribe to BAM Audit, BAM. I got a parody channel, and I got the White Kevin Samuels channel. Okay, so we got some good questions here, at least from Nitram Case. Always good to see you, Nitram Case. You're awesome. Which is why it's important for the masses and the public to come together. Okay, that wasn't a question. I read it correctly now. Gotcha. Will, what happened to V in Red Pill Hardcore? These I had to. I'll let Mellows talk about this too. But as far as the super chat is not real. This channel's not monetized, so you can't send me a super chat. If you do want to donate to me, like I said, I am trying to get rich. I am trying to get rich at the end of the day, so I don't care. Before I wasn't trying to get rich, but I'm trying to get rich, bro. If I can get rich, I can donate more. I can put more money into this channel to reach more people, right? I can pay YouTube to boost my videos to reach more people, right? So I can be, the more money I have, the more effective I can be. If I had George Soros, Rothschild money, I would be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. I literally, that happened, and I wake up so many people. So you already know. So as far as V and the Red Pill Hardcore, I was on the road last year. Anybody that doesn't know, I used to. The Red Pill Hardcore was one of the many shows that I've co-hosted with V, and I got a lot of love for V. But I was on the road, and then there came a point where I was really, really low, homeless, and effed up, and all this other stuff, and I was just unable to do the show every night. I didn't even have a phone at one point. So I kind of stopped. I kind of fell off from that, and since then, V has actually taken some time off, at least himself. You can still find the old articles if you just type in the Red Pill Hardcore TV radio show. You can find all of our own old podcasts over there, and we have some amazing shows over there. And Mello's joined us for quite a few of those as well too. But V is focusing on his other projects, his documentaries as well. But so stay tuned for that. But good question there, Nitram Case.
Yeah, V is very much still around. He's doing a road trip at the moment. He's going to be traveling across America, doing his documentary and his other projects. But yeah, he's still around.
Yeah, and that's how you're gonna know people. Like, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for Mellows, and I'm pretty sure I can speak for Bear. But I mean, if you leave and go away for a really long time and don't come back, you were never. I mean, I get it. Some things change, but at the end of the day, bro, like, those people were probably in it for the wrong reason. I ain't going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I've had things banned. I've had things deleted. I've had the FBI at my house. I've had CPS at my house twice. I don't even have kids. Try to figure that one out. I've had horse shit thrown at me. I've been beaten up by the left and the right. I've been sexually assaulted by police. I've been assaulted by police. I've been all this stuff. I mean, so I'm not stopping. I know Mel's is stopping. I doubt very highly that Bear is stopping. So
we're only just getting started, baby.
Yeah, man.
We're just getting started, man.
And it's people like Bear, and I'll stop gushing over Bear now, but it's people like Bear that really do give me hope, because I mean, to see what he's done and the effect he's having, man, it makes me like, because when you wake up and you see all the news and the crazy shit, and this guy did this happened next, I'm like, damn, bro.
Well,
like,
do you know what? Well, it's funny. I've said this to you before, so you already know this. And I think 5 years ago, I started watching you on channels like Demand the Truth, Auditing America, see you doing stuff many years ago. Then kind of got started thinking, right, well, there's got to be channels over here. And it was around about the COVID time that I then started. It's about 2.5 years now. And it's cool, man. It's brilliant to think that it's weird. 5 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever it was, I was watching some guy over in America. I liked your work, I liked what you've done, stood for. And then all this time now, I'm out there doing it myself, working with yourself. So again, like you said, it's all about if I can inspire one person to go out and hold somebody to account, or it just if you're ever challenged, realize that you don't have to bow over, like I said earlier on, to people, then it's some kind of success, right? It's some kind of success. Because then that person will go out and they might go and it has an effect. And before you know it, you've got a group of people that are no longer going to stand for it. We've got more chance together than we have being divided. And over here, definitely, I can't speak for over there, but within communities and things and everything they seem to be doing, it's trying to, everything they do is causing a divide. It's getting everyone's backs up. People aren't talking no more. That needs to change, man. People need to start engaging more. You know, taking a moment, like I say, to share somebody's video, even if it is from another country. Because what might not be happening to you right now, if you're seeing it over here, then you've got a question. Well, it can happen there in a country where it's very similar in the way the law works. Then how long is it until it happens to us?
Exactly. And why is that happening worldwide? It's not just one country. It's not just one county or state. It's happening worldwide.
Like, do you know what they say as well, right? So every time they want to put something out to us, the US and the UK are allies. Well, we can do the same. Us, the people, can be allies. You know, no, but we can. You know, it seems a bit cliche, bro, but it's true. We can all be allies. But like I say, coming together, networking, sharing each other's stuff, talking about these issues, bringing people aware of what's happening. We're not always going to agree on everything, but does that matter? You're bringing stuff to light, and you're at least making people question stuff rather than just believe what's being pushed out to them. That's what's happened for far too long, and look where we've come.
That's what it's about. Setting brush fires in the hearts and minds of men. You know, igniting people's passions, inspiring them, encouraging them, giving people that courage. When one person sees another stand up for his rights, it builds up, that gives that person, empowers that person to stand up and say, you know, I can do that. You know, I agree. I can do that. You know, I can hold that person accountable. I am not going to take this, you know, lying down. You know, I'm gonna do something. You know, even if it is something small, something like that proverb says. You know, like it's better to light one small candle than to curse the darkness. You know, that one small act, no matter how insignificant it could be, could ripple on to other things. It could inspire somebody else to create, their, ideas and actions. You know, you don't know what your small, no matter how insignificant effort could lead to. You know, it's the doing, not the knowing, not the wanting to. It's the actual action, doing. That's what counts. Don't listen to what people say, because people say shit all the time. You know, listen to these politicians. They lie to you all the time. They say this, they say that, but then they do something else. My gran used to say to me, don't listen to what people say, watch what they do. That will tell you everything you need to know about a person. She was a wise.
That's true. Whether you're talking about an individual or a group of people, and listen to what they say, watch what they do.
Exactly. I want to say thank you again. Bar Fighting sent me a little donation on CashApp. Thank you very much. $, FakeMicRealNews over there. Very much appreciate that, Bar Fighting. And so yeah, like I said, we're gonna be doing a lot of cool stuff coming up on this channel and other channels too. So stay tuned for that. I know I've been sporadic over the last year or so. because I've had to deal with some other stuff, but I never give up. I never stop working. I never stop producing videos and working on projects. Every day, UK lady can vouch. Bear Britain can vouch, man. I'm up in. We have a private chat that we talk on every day, and we're working on projects. We got some really cool projects too. And maybe before we sign off, you guys have any final questions or comments for the panel? And maybe Mellows, you can talk about what you can talk about as far as some of these projects that we have working on right now. I know there's some that we're still a little bit away from, pardon me, debuting. But and we're gonna make a fashion channel. Like Dad asked, I'm gonna have to make like a separate fashion channel. So yeah, Mellows, what can you tell folks about what's coming up? I know my website, we're going to be working on that soon. We're going to be working on Bear's website. We got a lot of stuff going on. We just updated Fritz Springmeier's website. Maybe you can tell people a little bit about what we're working on, if you can.
Yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, what we've been trying to do. I mean, every particular person has their own unique niche needs that we've got to try and tailor for. But in a nutshell, we're trying to create our own platform where we can, build our own community. We can have access that will have access to all the, usual services and features like your live streaming and your ability to generate content like revenue from your content. We have a new live streaming platform that we'll be rolling out over the next few weeks. Content creators who want to be able to live stream on their own servers away from platforms like this, and be able to monetize that content however they wish. If they want to create like a subscription plans or pay-per-view models or whatever it is. The server is boasting at the moment, military grade encryption, so you will not, you will not be able to, basically bypass or hack or even download any of the video content that is hosted on that server. So all the content on there it will be protected with what we call military grade encryption. So there's a lot that's gone into it. There's a lot of things that we haven't thought about, and we have to kind of come back to and try to resolve certain issues. But anybody who needs help or wants to build a website or wants to set up their own streaming platform, just reach out to us.
I got a question real quick.
Sorry, that's a great thing about having. Sorry.
No. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but before you talk, press 1 in the chat right now if you need a website or you already have a website. Press 1 in the chat. Press 1 in the chat if you don't have a VPN or somebody to host. But go ahead, UK lady.
Yeah, what I was just going to say is the great thing about this is you've got people that are like here on the ground, on the streams that are accessible if you have problems or you want to add some features or even just pick our brains about something. Mellows is really approachable, and you don't get that with a lot of companies that offer that kind of service.
Yeah, I mean, this dude, he never sleeps. And the thing is, if you do, it's not gonna. If you do need help, it's not gonna be like one of those things where you, like, try to call Google for help, right? Or try to call WordPress for help. It's not gonna happen. We have people there. We have multiple people there at literally all hours of the night. We got people all over the world, and the best part about this is too. I mean, you can go get your hosting somewhere else. You can go get your website designed somewhere else. You can get your VPN, VPS somewhere else. You can continue to give money to the system that is enslaving you, or you can do it with military grade encryption, or you can do it with the good guys. You can do it with the people that don't have billions of dollars and are not trying to destroy your life. So we're trying to help create our own economy here. And I know you guys out there have businesses, have websites, and you need websites. And I bet you some of you guys already have websites and they look like shit. But we're gonna be affordable too. We don't charge people astronomical prices. But there's a plethora of things that we can offer folks. So
But imagine being able to stream your own content from your own website without having to worry about Google striking you for using a dirty word, or AdSense saying, "Oh, we're going to demonetize you because you've said, you know, this, that, or the other." You have complete control over that with this, and that's what I love.
And hey, you know, you might have you might do lashes, you might sell blueberry pies, you might resell things. We can help you put that up. And as I talked earlier, guys, this is the new channel here. Shout outs to Brandon. It's at the bottom of the screen. BAM Audits. We're going to start releasing some videos there. It's a brand new audit channel, strictly audits over there. BAM Audits. Bam. So go subscribe over there to BAM Audits after you subscribe to Bear Britain Audits, and after send an email to the Birmingham City Council for a complaint. So let's start with the man of the hour. Bear, do you have any final questions or comments? And while these people are good guy audits, yes, it's good guy audits. Bro, let's do a stream later on tonight, bro. I forgot to send you the damn link. Fuck. I'm sorry, good guy.
Somebody put the
Not
BAM
really,
audits
bro.
in the chat, please.
What?
Can somebody please put the BAM audits link in the chat?
Please, yeah.
Yeah, I've just subbed to that.
Thank you.
So please subscribe to the brand new audits channel. And everyone subscribe to Good Guy, man. He's freaking awesome, man. He's awesome. So either tonight or tomorrow, I might do another live stream with Good Guy. That's gonna come up this week for sure. I'm gonna talk to him. I'm sending a little message on thing. And Good Guy too. We're gonna get you back in the new Telegram. I fucked up the old Telegram group. So a couple things. I'm gonna let these guys take the floor, take as long as they want. We're not in any rush to say any final comments, thoughts, anything that they want to say. I'm gonna do a little housekeeping before we do that. One, subscribe to Bear Britain Audits, subscribe to UK Lady, subscribe to Eyes on the Audit, BAM Audits. If you see somebody in the chat, Good Guy, just subscribe to the channel. We're a community here, guys. We're a team. That's how it is. So
if anybody needs anything translating from British to American, I'm quite happy to help.
Exactly. If anybody needs help from English to American translation, I can help in that aspect.
Yeah. No, we've got. I just want to say about the we've got the forum, haven't we? And again, it's all about bringing people together and networking more and get people talking and building a community, as you said, within ourselves. So we've got the forum, we've got the Discord, which people can join. There's a few things that if people want to come over and get involved or whatever that may be, even if it's just for socializing reasons, those options are there. I don't know if we can put some links in. I might be able to do that in a minute. I'll put a couple of links in. It'll be the Discord link and maybe the forum.
I mean, if you guys are kicking it here, for the record, do you want to come on? Good Guy, do you guys want to come on? I'll kick it for a little bit. Barbara Rogers, I'm not sure who you are, but awesome. Thanks for joining us. I feel like we get somebody new in the chat all the time, which is great. And Frank Royce, oh man, that's my boy right there. Royce. So if you guys wanna jump in the chat, let me know. I'm gonna take a bathroom break. I'm gonna get a refill on my water. Do you guys on the panel want to keep going a little bit?
Yeah, that's fine by
me. As long as we don't talk about anything too controversial, it's cool. Share the video, guys.
Are you okay if I smoke? I should have asked you that about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just jealous because you guys are all smoking and I'm here. And unfortunately, I want to say thank you to the New York City City Hall for allowing me to do my fashion panel review here in the City Hall. I've taken it over, guys. This is the audit of all audits. Well, I appreciate that, Barbara Rogers. You comment more frequently. It helps me in the algorithm. And so if Good Guy wants to... Can Mellows can you send the link to
I'll send it to him on Facebook. I think
you did. Okay, cool.
Hang on.
And then Good Guy too, if you want to invite Eli, that would be cool. Anybody that wants to join, matter of fact,
Eli wasn't live earlier.
Press 1 if you want to join. I'm gonna take 2 minutes. I'm gonna use the restroom and I'm going to fill up my water. You guys can talk about whatever the fuck you guys want here. Promote your channels. Talk about what we got work going on. Do whatever, say whatever you want. Just don't get me deleted in a couple minutes. And find out if anybody wants to come up, even if they're not a content creator. And we can maybe get the link. We can figure out how to get the link to them too. I'm obviously going to be, if I don't really know you and you try to porn bomb me, then I'm just going to shut your shit off. So we'll figure that out. But I'll be right back. I share the video.
We watched.
Carmelo's. Sorry, go on, UK lady.
I was just saying that we watched Eli's latest video last night, and that looked very scary.
I haven't seen that one yet. Eli does some good work, man.
Yeah, he does.
Some good work.
I've been fangirling over all of his music.
Give me a second, guys. I'm just.
What's he saying?
I didn't hear all of that.
I was going to get him to speak about the forum and stuff, actually.
Mm. Yeah, I quite enjoy it when we're just in Discord sometimes playing poker, you know. It's just a nice chilled chat sometimes. You just need that.
That's the good thing about it. Like, you know, it's just there for people to come together and chill. But at the same time, there's yourself, you start doing it, putting links in, people are sharing information. You know, this is the type of stuff I'm on about, people sharing information now and networking a little bit more. And that's what it's all about for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
I can get people coming together more.
No one's going to be an expert in everything. So if we can pull our skills together and our knowledge, we could be unstoppable.
Sure. And the same with, I know Will, like he said, I know he's going to start committing more to a few more live streams and things. I probably need to do a few more. So I just say the same. Will's out there doing his thing. Go and share his stuff, guys. His live streams when he's live, share that out. Get involved, engage. Like he said, it helps with the algorithms too. And then obviously that's going to get pushed out further. He gets a bigger audience. He's able to do more. So we can all help each other. It's one of those things, man. It's good.
Yeah. Almost like a commune.
Abba Rogers, God bless you.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna send the link out to a few people, guys. Actually, so get your comments and questions in here. Good guy did not get a link. Barbara, thank you for subbing to Bear Britain Audit. If you're just joining, share the video.
Appreciate that.
The best, if you want to find me, guys, it's $FakeMicRealNews on CashApp, FakeMicRealNews on PayPal, FakeMicRealNews on Twitter, FakeMicRealNews on Instagram, FakeMicRealNews.com, FakeMicRealNews.com on Facebook. Find me in all those platforms, please. Like, share, subscribe. Yes, and I am trying to get rich now, so if you want to send me donations, thank you. Fuck that shit. I'm trying to build a media empire. I'm trying to make this the new. I'm trying to make me, Mellows, Bear, UK Lady, Eugene, Barbara, Bar Fighting, Good Guy Activism, Gabriel, all these people. I'm trying to make us the new World Economic Forum. As Bear said earlier, these guys, they'll sit there, they'll get their underage hookers. They're not hookers. There's no such thing as underage hookers. I should call them rape victims. They'll get their rape victims. They'll get the cigars. They'll get their fancy wine, champagne, and all the whiskey that they got. And they'll smoke some big cigars and say, well, I think these people should be poor. I think we should bomb these brown people over here and get them really mad and then move them to our country. I mean, these are people are plotting the most insane, disgusting things. So why don't we get together and plot some nonviolent activism against them? That's all I'm suggesting here.
We watched the video, didn't we, yesterday? Was it in the House of Lords or something, Will? And as I said, look at every single one of those individuals, man. Now, I'm not trying to be ageist or nothing, right? But they're all old people that are making all the decisions on like anything being passed through in law and things like that. And it's crazy because like, how these people got the future in their best interest? They haven't. It's all about now for them. In the little time they've got left, you know. Listen, it might sound controversial, but it's true, man. Like, come on, let's start forcing through younger people. Let's start hearing more. Not just these old people with a say, man, like that can just dictate everything. Like, and that is the case. You're in the Houses of Parliament. When you look in there, Mellows, how many young individuals are there in that house? Come on, let's be honest. Few and
Well,
far between. Few and far between.
not in front of the camera, but they're usually like down below doing all the dirty.
You know,
How you doing, good guy?
hold on. This is a fashion channel, and I am the world's foremost fashion expert. And although I am heterosexual, nothing against people that are not heterosexual, but I myself in particular am heterosexual. Now, that having been said, as the world's foremost preeminent fashion expert, we have good guy activism here. And not only is this guy a model, this guy is like a model. That's honestly, you guys want to know why I didn't have good guy on this channel before? It's because he's too damn cute, and I mean, I just don't want him stealing all my. This guy is fashion. He is fashion. And on top of that too, he literally I've witnessed this guy grow so much, and now he went from I don't know what you were doing before. You were just murdering runways across the world with blue steel, and then you were like, all right, fuck, I'm gonna be an auditor too. Now you just jumped it from fashion world to now you're a top tier auditor. So thank you so much, Good Guy Audits, for everything you do, bro. It's a shame this is the first time here on the stream, man. But welcome and thank you for what you do, man. You're fucking awesome, bro. You're fucking awesome, man. I'm glad to have you here.
He's been on your channel before, man.
Yeah, he has. He has actually. Yeah, it's true. Has he? I don't know. I smoke too much damn weed.
I've been on your. How you guys doing?
It's been a while. It's been a while. That's right. It's been a while. Shit.
Well, I love you, man. I think every time I come up on your panels, I always express my profound admiration for you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, honestly. Like you're like one of the first videos that I've ever seen, and the way you articulated yourself.
Well, when you're a fashion expert like me, you can seamlessly break down people's outfits and culture in general. So I mean, thanks, but I mean,
well, I stole your look. You know, you had red still, and I stole it.
We're starting a new channel, it's Fake Mike Real Fashion, and well, of course we're gonna have the number one fashion model there too. Oh, UK lady just dropped. Maybe your device left. But yeah, man, tell people what you've been working on lately, dude, because I know a lot of people know, but out in New York, man, crazy stuff's going on. And UK lady says she'll be right back. But yeah, man, what have you been working on? Because you tell people what you've been working on, man.
Well,
everybody in the chat already knows who you are, but
I'm always working, bro. I'm always recording. I'll be out like 3-4 in the morning recording, bro. Cop watching. I'm just always working, no matter what. I'm always working. Like I don't hit almost every fucking public building there is in New York. That's on Google Maps. You know what I mean?
Good guy. Can I ask you what the hell is going on with that judge's order? Did they?
That's what I was getting at.
So supposedly the justices, which is a 3-panel of judges on the appeal court, was supposed to take a look at it, I believe last week or this week, and they were supposed to rule on it, on whether the appeal, whether they grant them the appeal, or I don't know if they're ruling on the appeal or if they're ruling on whether the injunction will be in a stay still. But I know that it was sent to the 3-panel judges. I don't know if they looked at it. The best person to talk about that is
Long Island.
Yeah, Long Island Audits.
Yeah.
But he comes out with this shit whenever the fuck he wants, because he wasn't the one that let us know that we got the injunction. Like, we just happened to find out on our own, and as soon as we found out, we hitting the streets, we hitting the precincts. So that's what we did.
Yeah, I saw that.
He was a little bit upset that, you know what I mean, that we
beat him to the punch.
That we kind of beat him to the punch a little bit. But there was a stay in order. As soon as the injunction was granted, they put it in appeal. And one of the agreements of that injunction was that Long Island Audit will be able to go to the precinct in Brooklyn and file and record and file a complaint. That's why when Long Island Audit went to the precinct in Brooklyn, the signs were already removed. They already knew he was coming. You know, that's why when you see me and Eli go out to our first precinct, we got met with, hold up, you're not supposed to record in here.
Yeah, but besides whether you went out there or not, they knew he was coming. You got to expect.
The 75th precinct knew that Long Island was coming. The
Yeah.
41st, the 45th, the 43rd, all those other precincts didn't know that me and Eli were coming.
That's right.
You know, that's
Caught
why.
him off guard.
That's why we got so much crazy content.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
We hit like 7 precincts in one day, almost 10 precincts in one day.
I know. I was just like, what? Another one?
And we got, I believe we got 3 signs removed or 2.
Yeah.
The other, but
they are some of the. I mean, that is history.
Technically we could have got arrested because it was in a stay the first day. As soon as the injunction was granted, it was put in a stay effect.
Oh wow!
And nobody let us know. He let us know afterwards, later on in the day, after we went to the precincts. He posted on his channel that it's been a stay. If we would have read the judge's ruling, we would have, we would have read that it was there, but we didn't read it. We just read I just read the conclusion,
Well, see, people got to realize that what you're actually doing there is not just, exercising your rights or whatever. You're documenting history. It's history in the making, right? People 20 years, 50 years from now are going to be watching that, studying it still,
They think they won, but they didn't win. I don't feel like. I feel like they're not going to rule in their favor for the appeal. I think they're going to rule in our favor. It could just be hope. Who knows?
They have chosen, in my opinion, to fight an unwinnable battle. They can't win this fight.
It's a law in effect, and
yeah.
the federal judge ruled in our favor because of the law.
Yeah, it had to rule that way. Otherwise, it would be unjust, right?
Yeah, which is we have the right to record act, which is a state and city law.
Exactly.
It's not like we're going back into the fucking cells and the holding
I
cells.
think that it's just a delay tactic on their part. They know they're fighting a losing battle, and you know what? Who's paying for their defense?
The people.
Exactly. So they don't care. So just throw everything at it in the kitchen sink.
They don't care about anything. Did you see one of my last videos where I caught the guy sleeping and he fucking lost his shit?
Yeah. That's a brilliant video.
Wait, is Mellow Grim?
No, Grim. No,
it's 2 different people.
2 different.
Mellow's is Theo and Grim's Grim. Yeah.
Oh.
It's always fascinating to me, just like how people in general react to this type of stuff. And I mean, like, people get mad at auditors, right? Oh, you're bothering people. You're doing this and that. Bro, how many people have we caught on video sleeping? I've caught people on video sleeping. Well, they're getting paid, bro. We should be getting a thank you.
And I caught them smoking in the car.
Really?
Smoking in the car, smoking in the precinct, fucking sleeping in the car, sleeping in the precinct.
Are they not supposed to smoke in uniform or anything?
They're not supposed to smoke in the car in public property.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Bro, I walked into a city hall in Delaware one time. Rare thing. The mayor lets us up into his office. I think it's the only time it happened. He pulls open his drawer, offers us some alcohol. This guy's drinking on the damn job. He was cool, so I didn't fuck with him. But I'm like, this is the stuff, and people are mad at us. This question goes to Bear and Good Guy Audits. Like 3-part question here. 1, have you noticed any changes or differences in auditing? And 2, we'll keep it at a 2-part question because I love ramble on questions. And 2, auditing now versus auditing a couple years ago. Have you noticed a change? Have you noticed a difference at all in your interactions going out there?
It's the same question.
I have noticed a difference. That's a great question.
Yeah, I guess should you? It is the same question, and so as far as your response, it is the same question. I'll get into.
If it's worded differently, is it still the same question?
Basically, I mean, Mel's just pointed out the fact that I'm an idiot. I'm not a good question asker. I'm great at fashion. That's my skill.
Well, models are not the brightest. They're not supposed to be the brightest. We're supposed to be, yes. So.
Yeah, I can pout my ass off. I mean, come on, guys.
To me, you asked two different questions, so you're good.
Thanks, good guy audit.
So I did notice a change because now, I mean, they'll say you can record all you want, but then it'll become something else, or just don't stand too close, or just don't do that, or don't do this and don't do that, and they'll try to say disorderly or obstruction. They really have nothing to go on, but there's still, and then a lot of things are still the same, and it's the fucking ego. The ego is still there. The tyranny is still there. But now they know that they're going worldwide. So you'll see a lot of city employees either create privacy or just shut up. You know what I mean? Not say anything, but their actions are still disrespectful. Their actions are still discourteous, unprofessional. You know what I mean? They'll close down business when they know they're not supposed to. You know, so like they'll find ways to, or like, I don't really want to say because I don't want to give them any hints, but it's happened to me before where like they'll play music really loud. You know what I mean? Knowing that we might get copyright. You know what I mean? But I don't see that a lot, which is a great tactic. But
that is a good tactic. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, and you know what? I put him on blast when that happened. And I'm curious to get because we have two god tier level auditors. We've got good guy audits, like, share, and subscribe. Good guy activism, like, share, and subscribe. And we got Bear Britain audits. And Bear Britain's out in the UK.
What are you talking about? You're so humble.
Appreciate that. I'm the world's leading fashion expert. I'm the most humble person that ever lived. What I
cake with it, Paltrow.
I started ordering because of you and other orders that I first started watching, bro. So.
Well, I really appreciate that. I really do, and that lets me know that hey, I didn't do all this for nothing. Because if I could,
I pay respects to my predecessors. You feel me?
Exactly. And I appreciate you saying that. It's very I mean, you're an amazing person, dude. So I thank you for saying that. But how I like to play it, because people will do that to me. Cops will do that. They'll my channel's not monetized, so it doesn't make a difference. I'll just like, all right, fuck it, go ahead, you can play that. I'll leave it up there. I don't care. You can demonetize me. I'm just going to show what an idiot you are. But a lot of cops, white and black cops alike, they'll start playing hip hop, specifically trap music, and I'm like, interesting. All these rappers hate you, and they're talking about things that you guys arrest people for all the time, guns and drugs. Like, how much of a hypocrite are you, bro? I've called out people for doing that all the time. Like, bro, rappers hate you. Have rappers ever name one rapper that likes the police? Name one reggae star that likes the police. One reggaeton artist that likes the police.
Why don't you just start dancing?
Yeah.
6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I wouldn't consider him.
All right.
It took me a little while to think of it, but I found one.
CashApp.
Yeah, I wouldn't even consider him a rapper, but you're right. You're right.
That's a fair point.
That's a good point. So Bear,
But
yeah,
man.
They
hire cops. They hire cops as their bodyguards.
Yeah, oh yeah, and that's another thing. Jay-Z too. He'll say F the police, but he'll hire cops. So there are hypocrites, but they're never going to do a song like, "Oh, I love the police," or I'm going to say F the police, and the police play their music. That'd be
the police are allowed to have a second job doing security like that.
The police protect them. Yeah, they're off duty or they're retired cops, and they protect them. They do bodyguards for like.
So they can have a second private job doing.
They can do it that way, or there have been multiple times, where the police, like whenever like the president drives somewhere, all the local state police, like it's a convoy or whatever.
Yeah. They have to put on security.
Guys, share the video. We got Miranda here. Good to see you as always. Jenny looks like a new person. That's awesome. Keep sharing the video so we get some new people. For the record, if anybody wants to join the stream, that means you for the record, and also for the record, if anybody else wants to join the stream, that's cool. We're going to be kicking it for a little while, and we're with Mellows, the legend. This guy's been an activist beyond and behind the camera and in front of the camera for many, many decades. We have UK Lady, who's a new member of the team, and then we've got two god tier level auditors here, and I just
UK Lady, you're beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
And Bear Britain. All right, let's save this for the We're going to turn this into a Kevin Samuels show in a second too. Okay. Hey, good guy audits. Do you know who Kevin Samuels is? Press one.
I know who Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate, shut your laptop up right now.
I have been told on numerous occasions that I look like a female version of Andrew Tate, and I do not like that.
I'm getting Velma vibes.
All right, so
You know
I'm
it.
just we can get a little silly here, but let me just close the bookends on this last page because I do want to. Because we can get silly, and we're gonna start talking about Kevin Samuels and stuff like that, and we can goof off a little bit because we went for 2 hours on some activist stuff, and we're not going to give up the activism stuff. But I do want Bear to get a chance to answer this question. Bear, you've been doing this for quite a while now, and obviously we've documented you making change here and continuing to do that. So obviously some things have changed, but aside from the change that you're making yourself, you've run around the country.
You know what, Will? Do you know what, Will? To be honest, I don't see no change. I don't actually see any change. No, I don't see no change. I don't see it getting better. I see it getting a whole lot worse. And that's the top and bottom of it. That's the top and bottom of it, bro. It's no better at all. You would think it would be, but it's not.
After all those thousands of videos, and still no one watches YouTube.
And that's where, like, don't people see that is the concern, yeah? That they go on the internet. We're all here on the internet. How many videos are there? US. How many videos are there? UK. Has anything changed? No, because there's still these videos going out daily. So how can it? How tell me there's any change?
And like you said, they're finding ways to get around things.
What's that guy's name? From Beginning, Sarah Marshall. What's that guy's name?
Oh, I know that guy you're talking about. I didn't see that movie, but I know that guy you're talking about. He played.
No.
The guy's got like brown hair.
Brand. Yeah, Russell Brand.
Russell Brand.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
talking about the other guy.
His voice reminds me of Russell. He reminds me of Russell Brand.
Who?
The guy that was just talking, Bar.
Bear Britain?
BBA.
Yeah.
He'll take that.
I
fucking love Russell Brand. And you know he's in recovery too, like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really smart. And he's woke.
He's right, man. Our government are trying to stitch him up right now.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He does not fuck with the government. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, they're trying to fucking stitch him up right now, man, on some fucking.
If I was in
sexual assault.
the UK, I would be Russell Brand. I'm the Russell Brand of America.
Well, they're trying so hard to cancel him right now.
Yeah, but come on, that guy is a fucking amazing.
You know, I want to say this.
I wish he was my dad.
I don't know. I don't think he's responsible enough to feed you, but you know.
Yeah, no. Honestly, you're way cooler than Russell Brand. It's not even a comparison.
Plus, he has nice hair. I used to have nice hair. Now I'm bald.
Well, here's the thing, right? Russell Brand. I'm not. There's a lot of people they throw up in front of us. Now, do I have overwhelming proof that Russell Brand is somebody I don't mess with, or
he wasn't
No.
on Epstein's Island? I'll tell you that much.
That's true.
If he wasn't on Epstein's Island, I fuck with you.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't go completely for me, but that definitely helps for sure. And you know, he's definitely not our biggest problem. It's always good to because we were talking about these type of names earlier, right? So I have this theory, and I can't prove this theory; it's just theory. But my theory is this: around 2015, actually even before, when under George Bush, people got pissed and they didn't like George Bush at all. So this is a theory, guys. I can't prove this, but this is my theory. So the societal engineers, the Bilderberg Group, the CIA were like, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a black president, and that'll shut him up. This is going to be a cool black
That's
guy.
what I thought.
And then when that didn't work, the next part is what they did is this. They're like, okay, cool. We already know that even before Donald Trump came along, the left and right, Americans didn't trust the media. We didn't believe that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get somebody that's incredibly divisive. One person, I can see how half the population would think, oh, he's not perfect, but he's going to help us. And the other one would absolutely hate them. So it's perfect divide and chaos there. But what they did is they used Trump to destroy the media, and then they created their own media. So they used Trump, Jordan Peterson, Joe Rogan, Alex Jones, Andrew Tate, Russell Brand, and that was their new media. And some of these people are good in some aspects, but a lot of them overwhelmingly, and I don't put Russell Brand in this category, But a lot of them are overwhelmingly the new truthers that are out there for us are just Republicans, and that's not you're not a truther when that happens for in my opinion, anyways. I'm Bear. I'm sorry to interrupt you though. Yeah, you really said that there's no let's skip the auditing talk for a little bit. Press 1 in the chat here if you guys know who Kevin Samuels is, and 2 if you do not know who Kevin Samuels is, because I'm going to be creating a channel called Kevin Samuels, the white Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels black, and obviously
I'm Kevin.
No, I'm Kevin Samuels.
What's that, guys?
I'm Spartacus.
You ever seen Cop and a Half?
Is that with the little black kid and Burt Reynolds?
Yeah, I'm Devin Butler. Remember they all?
Gosh, that brings back some memories.
I haven't seen that
I'm
movie
Devin.
since I was a kid, bro. Cop
I'm
and a
Devin
half.
Butler.
Oh my god, bro.
He said,
"Oh my god,
milk.
that is so funny, bro. I forgot about that movie until just now. That little kid was adorable, and Burt Reynolds. I mean, what a man. I mean, what a fashion icon.
What he said, Will? He said, "I take a milk in a dirty glass."
In a dirty glass. Yeah, you stuff. Oh, I got some one line I remember from that movie. Oh man, yeah, that was pimp. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna put on screen Kevin Samuels and tell you who he is. Now he's a very controversial figure, and of course, I don't feel like I have to say this every time. I don't feel like I have to say this every time, but obviously I do, so I do it anyways. But there's not a single person in this world that I agree with everything they're saying, and most people out there, there's a number of things that I disagree with them on. However, I do think this guy is very interesting. Now, I'll give you a little rundown. You can see Kevin Samuels here on the screen. Kevin Samuels, let's see what Google says about him or Wikipedia, right? He's
isn't he
he's an American. Yep, that's Kevin Samuels. He's an American internet personality and image consultant. And he started off doing videos for men like he would review fragrances, right?
I am not Kevin Samuels. I take it back.
Yeah, so this guy, he would review fragrances, and then he would talk about things like, okay, 15 things every gentleman needs. He was basically trying to cultivate gentlemen, in my opinion.
But isn't he a misogynist, or am I wrong?
So he's called a misogynist, but to me, and I haven't watched all of his content. I am in the process of watching all of his content, though.
He's dead.
Sorry,
he's dead.
He's dead. Yes, and that's why I'm making the channel The White Kevin Samuels.
Why did he die?
Okay, and that's another interesting thing, right? So
they killed him.
So to me, it's either 50-50 because seriously, because
they killed Aaron Hernandez too, and
we're jumping all over the place here. But a little known fact about Aaron Hernandez, I'll pull it up on screen too. But just so you guys can see this here, Aaron. Things that just don't. They're not heavily reported. They may be reported once or twice, but they're not heavily reported. So, guys, I'll draw your attention to the article on screen here. And let me hide the current comment. If you guys want to donate, go ahead. I'm getting rich. I'm not shying away from that anymore. Dollars on FakeMicRealNews on CashApp. This is an article from WCVB 5 in Boston. It's Boston's local ABC affiliate. And this is an article about Hernandez. 5 investigates. Hernandez drew an all-seeing eye, said he was entering a timeless realm. And he also had Illuminati written on his wall. Okay, so weird stuff. And a lot of these celebrity, I'm sorry, you guys probably couldn't see that. I was trying to put you guys on the side there. A lot of these celebrity deaths are not what they told you about. As far as Kevin Samuels goes, and being misogynist, we live in and for the record, guys, I'm an anarchist. I'm a voluntarist. I don't like the left. I don't like the right. There's things I agree with on both sides, things I disagree with on both sides. But Kevin, who worships he may, I don't know if he worships the devil there. Alarica, that's a cool name. Are you from, I'm guessing that you're from, let me not guess. Yeah, so as far as Kevin Samuels goes, people will call him a misogynist. And, they'll say because he comes off like I said, he started out like trying to teach people how to be a gentleman. Every man should have a nice cologne. Every man should be well read. Every man should have a couple different types of suits. Every man should have a good sense of humor. Every man should have a nice brown belt. These type of things. How to be a gentleman.
That's like saying
And
everyone have a big dick. That's just not the case.
Can you put your audio up just a little bit there, good guy artist? Because you're coming in lower than everybody else.
Hold on, I got you.
Yeah, and so he dies, right? And some people will call him misogynist because he started out making channel for men, and then he was talking about men, and then once women came on, then people started paying attention. And women would come on and say, well, I'm 28, I have one child, and they would say how old they are, what their height and their weight was, and then they would rank themselves on a scale from 1 to 10. And then they would say, well, I rank myself this way, and I think I should get a man on this. And then he'll break down how, hey, the type of man you think $100,000, $500,000 a year, that's over 6 foot tall. If somebody making over $500,000, 6 foot tall, women think that these guys are falling off trees here. It's a very, very infinitesimally small center of the population. I'm sorry, I'm ranting and raving. And he would tell women. Women would be like, oh, I deserve a man, this and that. And she'd be like, oh, how much do you weigh? And he'd be like 180 pounds. Or how tall are you? 5'10". Okay, and he'll tell you, well, you weigh more than a man at your age. And they'll call that misogynistic. So that's up to your determination to make that call. Like I said, I don't agree with everything he says. And then finally, at the end of this little rant here, he did die at 52 or 53. Now, could they have killed him? It's very possible. The also thing is he was dealing with a lot of bullshit and drinking Red Bull a lot too. So I don't know. Could be a combination of the both. Who knows? I don't know. But it is interesting to talk about because this guy's this guy was on podcasts with intellectuals, with rappers. Very, very interesting guy. That's why I brought it up. But yeah, we got Hernandez drawing an all-seeing eye, entering a timeless realm. Pretty weird. Anybody wants to get any comments or questions for us here, throw it in there. If you guys want to join the chat, we're basically just kicking it, being a little bit silly right now. We spent 2 hours going over Bear's amazing video, which was like, and if you haven't seen that, good guy, definitely check that video out. We just witnessed somebody falsely claim they were a member of law enforcement and then stalk a couple. It was absolutely disgusting and ridiculous. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a channel like Kevin Samuels where
Can you hear me now?
I'm sorry?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better. I could hear you, but I feel like Bear Britton was like super loud and your voice was like lower. I just thought it was the audio quality. Yeah, and it's not just Kevin Samuels, but there's a whole rise of these people. You guys mentioned Andrew Tate. There's the Fresh and Fit podcast. There's just Pearly things. There's another woman who's pretty interesting, and she's a trained psychologist. And these people themselves will vastly disagree with one another. So it's all in the same realm, but it's important too because, and this is why, and I'll shut up after this because I got to take another pee, and I'll hand you guys the reins again. And when I drink green tea, man, and plus that kidney stone shit goes right through me. But
I have a theory that I want to discuss. I don't know. I might get
sure. Let me just say this one last thing, and I'll pass it over to you while I take a. Yeah, let me just say this one last thing, and I'll pass it over to you, and I got to take a pee again. But he talks of like, so we all know that like. Men, we have more OnlyFans models than we have teachers in the United States, and the divorce rate is over 50%. So that means either you or the person you married is getting divorced. So we all know the family structure isn't really doing too good right now, and that's exactly what the New World Order wants. And Kevin Samuels, I believe, was trying to rectify that. So I'll leave you guys with that, and I'm passing the mic over.
I kind of wanted to
over to
be here.
Okay, I'll wait and listen. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me shut up.
So I feel like when the Illuminati or whoever the fuck gets tired of you or your contract is over, that's when they expose you. Like Bill Cosby or Kelly and now P. Diddy. I'm just waiting for them to get tired of Oprah's ass. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
Yeah, and that's it does seem I was wondering that the other day.
That ain't
I was
gonna
thinking
happen.
like, yo, why did they I was wondering that the other day. I was like, yo, why did they even arrest Epstein? Like, why? Like, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to tell us about that, even if you did. And but I think there's certain things that they'll burn them. Or like, we could all be in the club, but they were like, all right, well, you fucked up, so we're gonna humiliate you. I don't know how that works, but if something is going on play there, guys, share the video. I'll be right back.
I think that either their contract has ended or like they did something they wasn't supposed
They
to.
know too much.
They broke contract, or maybe it's just their time. Like that's it. Well, when you
They know
get
too
caught,
much.
I think Bill Cosby's contract was a long one because look how old it was when they finally or they finally let everything come to light. Like they did it to R. Kelly, they did it. Now they're doing it. You know. Thank God Denzel Washington. Thank God Denzel Washington doesn't have any dirt. This guy is like, you know.
I think sometimes they, they offer them some role that they turn down, and turning down these roles means, you know.
And why do all male actors have to be
what?
in a dress?
In a trance?
In a dress.
Oh, in a
A
dress.
dress.
I don't get that.
You know, Dave Chappelle said, "Oh, they try to do it to me," and I said, "No, I'm not going to be in a dress." But if you ever seen that movie, Robin Hood Men in Tights,
Oh yeah.
dress.
What is
dress in Robin Hood Men in Tights?
What is that, like a test in humility or something? To see if you're willing to sell yourself.
Yeah, they're trying to take the masculinity out of them. You know, that's part of it. Like we own you, and you're our.
Well, are you willing to?
You're a female dog word, E word.
Well, and I wonder why Kanye won't take his meds.
Kanye sacrificed his mother.
Kanye sacrificed everything. After his mother passed away, he went completely downhill, and he got involved with them damn Kardashians.
I think he sacrificed his mother. I'm sorry. That's how you didn't even mourn or be sad or like, you know what I mean?
I was devastated.
Was he devastated? I don't remember.
Yeah, he took some time out. He was pretty fucked up for a while.
Oh, I don't remember seeing.
He wrote some good music as well.
Yeah.
Well, he did a track or some. If you listen to that song on I Put On For My City, he sings a lyric or a verse on there that just melts my heart every time about his mom.
His best verse to me is fuck. What he says? I think it's Through the Wire or something like that. And it goes
Bloody hell. Oh, we got the Citizens Broadcasting Cooperative.
No, to the bathroom. Drug dealers by Jordan.
I'm sorry, you're still.
Oh, he goes.
What was the line?
He goes, "Fuck the police. That's cheating. We buy a way out of jail, but we can't buy.
But we can't buy freedom. That's right.
Out of clothes, and we don't try to cover up what's inside because they make ourselves and love their wealth. That's why Shorty's hollering where the ball is at. Drug dealers by Jordan's, crackhead by crack, and the white man get paid off for all of that."
That's right.
I think that's one of the best fucking lyrics he ever wrote.
Well, I'm just walking into this, but for a long time I'd said, hey, the CIA is purposefully putting crack cocaine in inner city neighborhoods, especially the black.
Oh, we been knew that. That's why there's a liquor store on every fucking corner.
Same with it here in the UK. We have a massive issue with alcoholism in this country because it's a legal drug.
Yeah, thank God I'm in recovery.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, they give us the fucked up situations, right? And then they give us the drugs, they give us the alcohol to not care about it, right? To just and we work so hard, we have to work so much because our money is worth far less than it ever was. And then at the end of the day, you work a long shift, and it's not like the old days where my grandpa could just pay for everything on one salary, and he wasn't a rich guy. He could afford all of his kids. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what people say, Will, not to cut you off, but people say, "Oh, it was the system. They do this and they do that. It's the system. And then like you can't blame the system. They say, oh, you can't blame the system for not making it out the system. Like
They don't give you the tools to get out of the system. They keep you in the system. That's the whole point.
like, oh, that's why they put. You see how I said they put liquor stores on every corner, and like
That's right.
the system is not meant for us to thrive. And people be like, oh, you're weak, man. You just want to blame everybody else for your problems and this and that. And it's like, I'm not blaming nobody for my situation. I'm just fucking pointing out the fact that the cards are against me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I can't make it out or make something of myself. I'm just
Yeah, the deck is stacked for everyone. You know, you don't see liquor stores on every corner in these upper class neighborhoods, do you?
no, you don't. You see Starbucks and shit.
So guys, I'm gonna put the link if you guys want to join in the chat right now. You guys can join.
Bold.
If anybody wants to join us, we can talk about pretty much whatever you want. There are some barriers. If you guys want to come up and rate yourself.
Are there barriers?
What's that?
Are there barriers?
Yeah, honestly, there are. And I'll tell you why. I mean, the thing is, when you run a strictly auditing channel, that's great. That's cool because you're promoted, you know, you're monetized. But unfortunately for me, my first channel and even this channel, I took videos off this channel and they still will pull videos every once in a while. I'll be like, bro, I ain't even talking about nothing in there. There's a few things that you can't talk about on this platform. I love YouTube. One of those things is, I'm not going to say it, and please don't nobody say it even in the chat. It's this one right here.
Yes, I was going to mention that.
We can't talk about that.
Talk about what? I missed it. Sorry.
The jibber jabber.
Don't even say that. But Leah, look, it's this. It's heroin.
So we can't talk about the inquiry that's going on right now, no?
No.
Can you spell it out? Is it
Okay.
WO?
It's hold on.
Come on, bar fight, and come have a smoke with me.
It's the letter.
I thought they'd relax that stuff now.
Okay, so instead of it's I can't say it. It's the stuff that they shut down the country for and wanted everyone to get. We can't talk about that.
Oh, right.
Yeah. We can't talk about it.
I ordered those people. They're funny. Amen.
You know what? I like that. during the pandemic, I wish, you know, I'm not to brag, but I mean, I'm not the world's best auditor. I am the world's preeminent and foremost fact
You're Rhode Island's best auditor.
Well, what I did do, bro, was, I mean, I get some honestly, pat myself back here, bro. I got some fucking awesome videos. You guys need to go back and look at some of these videos, bro. During the middle of the pandemic, I went to Dr. Fauci's office, had a protest out there, and then audited over there. I mean, that's just one small example. You guys need to see the work that not only that I've done, but that these gentlemen have done. I mean, it's crazy, bro. Like we need, and that's why I'm back in this community, is because I really admire what you guys are doing. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. There's the truther community, there's the auditor community. There's an overlap. I'm like, probably I got one foot in both communities here. The auditing community is getting it done. We're the ones that are making changes. You guys are the ones that are actually out there doing things. The truth community is pretty much non-existent. There's like me and maybe 2 other people in the truth community right now. Everyone else is a Republican, pretty much. I mean, there's like 5 to 10 people. Not exaggeration. No exaggeration here. So it's really tough, and that's why I really appreciate what you guys are doing. I mean, the auditors are having change. We're getting people fired. Not me. I haven't done any of this, but I'm talking about we as a community. We're changing laws. We're changing codes. We're changing statutes. We're getting people fired. Cops are getting lessons from us, like actual lessons. So Long Island was sitting these motherfuckers down, telling them, "This is the Constitution. This is the First Amendment." Okay, and the cops were like, and just imagine,
and this is how you make change.
This is how you make change, guys. And that's why, like, I'm really enthralled to be on this stream and be friends with some of these people. I mean, Mellows has. You guys don't know the shit that Mellows does. I mean, he's such a legend, and every time he comes on, he's probably sleeping right now because he works like 19 hours a day, bro. Honestly, like,
I'm not asleep. I'm just working.
Told you. He never sleeps, bro.
He'll doze
Yeah,
off
man.
for a couple minutes. But I mean, honestly, guys, this dude is a fucking man. He's right now. We got projects that I mean, he's working on projects for Jordan Maxwell and Fritz Springmeier. And I mean, this guy's got decades worth of. And like I said, I mean, I could sit here and gush over all these people that are on this panel right here, and I should. But at the end of the day,
Why don't we let everybody else ask questions if they want to?
yeah, guys, I put the link in the chat if anybody wants to join us. Also, if you're interested, we can play some games here. We can do some rating systems here. We can do Kevin Samuels. We can goof off a little bit because we spent 2 hours doing some. And
Do you know that guy that hates black people?
I'm sorry, you broke up.
The black guy that hates black people.
Which one?
That he had the little talk show.
Oh yeah. I think his name is Jesse Lee Peterson.
Yeah, that guy makes me sick.
Bro, he has the stupidest, and that's what it is.
He's entertaining, though. I just laugh at him because he's fucking stupid.
I don't think I've seen him.
I think he hates black people.
He's definitely an Uncle Ruckus type of character.
Yes,
right?
he is Uncle Ruckus for sure.
And the thing is, like, he thinks he's so cool, and that's the thing that pissed me off about, like,
he thinks he's so cool.
And you know who's another one that's like that too?
Stacey Dash.
Who?
Stacey Dash.
Is she?
Hell yeah.
I used to have
Is she still around?
Oh my god, I used to have the biggest crush on Stacey Dash.
She's an Oreo. She's an Oreo cookie.
I remember her back in the Will Smith days.
She's black on the outside and white on the inside.
And I'm not one to I'm not making any comments about that. I put the link right up there in the chat. I'll put it back in the chat for you.
Oreo cookies are delicious.
Will, I put a link in the private chat. It's Bear's latest video. It's worth a share. It's only a couple of minutes.
Cool. Yeah. But and another person too, like the Tatum brothers. They're like officers, black guys, and they're like, oh, police are cool. And we're based because we like police officers, and we're Republicans. And I'm like, you like cops, bro? Like it's sad, bro. It's super sad. And on the left, that's the right hand side of things. And the left hand side of things, they hate cops. They hate all cops except for the cops in Washington D.C. on January 6th. That's the only cops that they like. So yeah, I mean it's pretty interesting here. All right, so we got somebody else here who's never joined. Please don't pour on us. I've never done this. So who do we got here? We got Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Welcome to the stream,
Hi.
Laura.
Hi, Laura.
How are you guys?
Oh, hello, lady. It's nice.
So I just wanted to say real quick. Oh, sorry for interrupting you. I just want to say thank you for what you do.
Yes.
Mike, is that your name? Because I really don't know your first name. But thank you for all that you do and your knowledge and you sharing with everybody. And you taught my son a lot and me a lot. So we really appreciate it.
Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, this is my cousin, and I paid her $20 to do that. So thank you. I appreciate that. No, I definitely appreciate that. And this is it's really just an honor for me to be involved in this community. And a long time ago, I said, I don't care. I'm gonna dedicate my life to doing this, no matter what the outcome is. There could be some bad outcomes, and we've had some bad things happen, but it's been a long journey. I've been doing this nearly 20 years, and we've had a lot of ups and downs. But I really think it's like people like you guys out there that are hip to this information, and you guys use the information, and the people like the guys on the panel here going out and doing things. You guys are really changing the fucking world, man. You guys are really changing the world. I went to the bathroom and I got goosebumps. And that's because I accidentally peed on myself a little bit. But
I was gonna say, okay.
I got goosebumps. Seriously, I got goosebumps because I'm thinking, man, like the people that I look up to and admire the most, not just on this panel, but in like behind the scenes with you guys too. Like, man, it's cool. Like like I always wanted to be a part of this community. I always wanted to like try. You know what I'm saying? And it's really cool to. It's not just the people on the panel too, because looking at the people here, Citizen Broadcasting Cooperative in the chat, right? We've got all activists in the chat. We got Deanna, right? We've got Nitram Case, right? For the record, right? I mean, everybody here, almost everybody in the chat are actually out here doing something. So a lot of times I'll just go live. Sometimes, I mean, sure, I'll have something to talk about, but it'll be selfish because I want to talk to you guys. I want to pick y'all head. I mean, you guys are sending me information. You guys are the people that are inspiring me on a daily basis. So let's get to know Laura a little bit. Let's start with something a little light. What's your blood type and your social?
That's usually what I ask people. That's funny that you use that line. I actually had a traumatic experience a year ago, and my son and I were doing audits down in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and by the courthouse, and we learned how to do FOIA requests, public records requests, things like that, and film our government. You know, that's our duty as American citizens, is to film them in the course of their duties. So we learned how to do that, and we started to do it. And my son, you know, he went down. He was involved in the dark web and got really roped in, and he is he has 5 life sentences, 3,000 years in prison for doing a mass shooting, and it's because of everything on the dark web and everything that he was introduced. And I thought, I'm sorry to change the topic, but if any of you have kids, make sure that you pay attention to what they're looking at on the computer. And if they're on the dark web and talking to people, make sure you know what they're doing and keep.
People don't realize how vulnerable children can be.
Yeah, it's really sick and twisted what's out there. And my son was 22. He's 23 now, but he's the Club Q shooter from Colorado Springs a year ago, and it's completely broken our family and tore us apart. And we have, we've been dealing with the FBI and the authorities for a year, and it's been really bad. And the night they came to my house, I was brutally beaten by the police and physically abused. I still have scars on my wrists, on my hands.
I'm sorry because I'm here at work and I had to. I was joking earlier when someone said, "Hey, you're in a city hall." I'm not in a city hall. I'm here at work, and I had to step away halfway through your talking. So this event happens. Your son and he shoots up. Why would the cops be physical with you? I don't understand that.
They came to I was looking for my son because
30.
He told me that he was leaving to go run an errand, so he left and I never saw him again. And so I called every police station, every hospital, everything. The cops came to my door, and I thought they were coming to my door to tell me about my son, if he was hurt. I thought he was hurt or dead or something like that. And I let them in my house, big mistake. And they sat me down and they interrogated me. They bullied me. They coerced me. They tried to. I tape recorded everything on 2 tape recorders. I have the body cam footage. It's on unlisted on YouTube. I just did that tonight to share with anybody who wants to see it. I haven't shared it yet, but they literally locked me out of my house when it was 8 degrees, no shoes, no jacket, no nothing. I was on oxygen. I just got over COVID. I was really sick. And they locked me out of my house and started to search our house without a warrant. They did not tell me what they were there for. They told me that my son murdered somebody, but they didn't tell me anything else. So I lost my mind. I broke down. I'm his mother. I'm a mother. So when they told me my son had murdered somebody, I had a breakdown, you know, and I had no idea. They said he was in the hospital, but they wouldn't tell me anything else. And they conspired against me. It's all on body cam footage. You can see it all. Them saying, okay, let's go hands on with her. When do you want to go hands on? They're putting on their gloves and everything.
What?
They want to go hands on with me. And the guys are, I'm beating on my door to get back in 8-degree weather. Let me back in my house. You're in my house without a warrant. Get the fuck out of my house now. I don't, you know, and I was trying to, anyways, they finally let me back in, and they would not let me go anywhere in my house. They wouldn't let me sit down. They wouldn't let me go in my room. They wouldn't let me get anything warm. It was really bad. And I was on oxygen at the time. And they ended up putting their hands on me. They grabbed me. They threw me down, my face into the concrete, and he put his knees and his arms and his elbow into my back, my legs, my neck. And I had, my whole face had like concrete and other stuff in my face. And they threw me down the stairs. My neighbor had recorded it, and that's on, it's online. It's on Google. If you look up my name and look up apartment video, you'll see it. And then they threw me in the car head first. They pretty much hogtied me. They were basically taking out their aggression from what my son did out on me. And at the time, I had no idea what my son had done. No clue. And they threw me in head first, and I have neck injuries from it. I had to go to the hospital. And when I was released from the hospital, I was put in 4-point restraints when I was taken to the hospital for 5.5 hours. And then when I got out of the hospital, I went home, and the FBI and law enforcement had tore apart my entire house. Everything was everywhere. They had taken my work computer. I had 2 jobs. They had taken everything from me, my medications, all of my memory sticks, everything from me. They took everything of my son's, of course. And I found in my discharge papers a long ticket. And I got ticketed and cited for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. So the DA had tried to charge my son for something the year before and failed, and I got the same DA. So
I'm sorry. You have how many sons?
One
son. And he was charged with something before this incident?
Yes, a year before. Yes.
What was he charged with? And again, I ask questions you don't have to answer.
I understand. No problem. And the charges were dropped, but he was charged with kidnapping. He was charged with kidnapping. And
do you think he was maybe doing that? Because honestly, you seem, because I'm just going to be honest with you. You seem like a real sweet person. You seem like you got a good head on your shoulders. You don't seem like a crazy person whatsoever. You seem like a mother that's going to take good care of your child. And when I hear, I don't want to use the term, but what allegedly your son did. Yeah. And then I hear run-ins with police. I hear the dark web. It's a lot of weird stuff. And so I'm just it's weird. And I don't know. This is a very weird story. I'm very curious. And I believe we have some people waiting to jump on here too. But so hang tight. But
you can put me in the back.
Yeah, you need to put me in the back. I'm happy to just pop back and listen.
One sec, but I do wanna and we're gonna continue with Laura here. I mean, it's just crazy that no matter what your son did or did not do, the fact that you were worried about your son, you let these people in your house, it's a rational thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not whatever. And then how can you even be charged with disorderly conduct on your own property in the first place? And cops abusing an innocent woman is just, it doesn't make a difference what your son did or didn't do. Honestly, it's disgusting. This is disgusting, man. I'm sorry, but continue. And if you can kind of clue us in on some of these things too, because it's just bizarre, bro. It's just really bizarre.
Basically, the cops took their aggression. My son did a horrific thing. He murdered 5 people, and he shot, I think, like 47 others. So he did a horrific thing. Okay. At the
Do you
time, I had
believe?
no
Do you
idea.
believe he did it?
He did do it. Yeah. He pled
Why do you?
guilty.
Why you? See,
He did.
so
He did do it.
why do you say that?
He's on CCTV footage. He's on all the videos, exhibits. I've seen all the pictures. I went through the whole
Okay.
trial.
Let me ask you one more question. I'll let you continue, and then once you're all done, we'll let Aaron jump in here too. And thanks to Melis for sitting backstage for a little bit. You alluded to the fact that the dark web may have been his motivation. What would you think his motivation would be for this?
I think somebody radicalized him. I think he was
Now-
confused about. Now, Club Q is LGBTQ, and I think that somebody radicalized him. That's what I think on the dark web. He would stay up all night. I had 2 jobs, so I would work from 6 a.m. to like 7 p.m. And he would stay up all night talking to people on his earphones. And I would hear him talking sometimes, and I would have to say, "Hey, honey, you're being too loud. I have to sleep." But he was on talking to people all night long, every night. And he's a grown adult, so
Let me ask you one more question. You said that he was arrested, but the charges were dropped for kidnapping before. Do you
Yeah.
believe he did that?
No, they said he kidnapped me, and I wasn't even there.
Interesting.
That's why the charges were dropped.
Okay, so I'm going to let you finish your point. I'm just going to throw this out here, and I'd be interested to talk to you some more behind the scenes, maybe even do a full show about this. But to just to me, off the top of my head, it's a little bit weird because
you can speak freely. I'm not going to get offended.
Oh no,
you can be more verbal. Don't be afraid to.
I know. I just want to say I very much respect you coming up actually and sharing your story. It's a brave thing to do, and to come, and publicly want to share that, knowing what your son done. A lot of people would probably shy away. You haven't done, and the fact that you're here, sharing that, I think big respect to you.
Absolutely.
And shows you're a strong individual.
Yeah, and
it's the first time I've talked about it. I get calls from the media all the time. They're outside my front door because it's just past the year anniversary. I get calls from them every day. So I haven't talked to anybody. Tucker Carlson, before he left Fox, got in contact with me, and so did the what's her name? Another mother got in contact with me who her son was the shooter, Columbine shooter. So they wanted to put me on and talk to me, and it wasn't right. It wasn't good timing. I didn't feel comfortable. I wasn't, through therapy yet. I wasn't mentally well yet, so thank you guys.
Just to me, and I'm going to let Aaron get a chance to speak here because he's been waiting patiently, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Just on the face of this, without going into too much detail, you have the 1993 World Trade Center. Basically, to me, you got to run in with the police, right? And then you got the dark web being radicalized. There's a lot of bad actors on the dark web, but there's also a lot of intelligence assets on the dark web. So I'm going to leave that at that for there now. And I'm very fascinated by the story. And like Bear said, very much respect for you for coming on and speaking about this. This is something that's quite frankly fascinating. Aaron, welcome to the stream, brother. How are you today?
Thank you. Great. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, Blair.
Okay.
Player.
Well, I'm
Player.
actually yeah, I'm gonna play. I just saw you were live, and I'm popped in. I didn't know the discussion exactly, but I do stand on rights, freedoms, humanitarianism. Like personal.
How'd you come across
How'd
you come across the channel here?
Just I put on live on YouTube.
So have you ever seen my channel before today?
Never.
Wow,
never,
cool.
Sir.
Okay, well,
never, sir.
Wow, that's first of all awesome, because we're not typically promoted here at YouTube. What I stand for, there's a group of people here, but what I stand for is I'm trying to create a more altruistic world through nonviolence and the Socratic method. We have a lot of problems in this world. We've got the Federal Reserve banking system. We have corruption out the yin yang. I don't know how long you've been tuning in for. We're $33 trillion in debt. We've got missing nuclear weapons. We've got genocide. We've got human trafficking, all these stuff. And my goal is just to sit here and let all these more important and intelligent people sit on my shoulders and get the message out there to the world. So that's cool, man. That's freaking awesome that actually YouTube did me a favor.
I'll say, good on you for doing what you do. The reason I'm here is I believe that we are all drawn, based on our vibration. So I was drawn, apparently, to here right now. And so just keep doing what you do. I'm with you. I don't have the voice at this point, but I will encourage anybody that's doing the right thing to keep doing the right thing, stand up, and spread that message so that other people can understand and realize the corruption that is happening, and the lies that they've been presented that they don't realize until they wake up to it. And it takes each and every person to stand up and say, here's what's going on, until that person can realize for themselves. It was 9/11 when I realized, and that was because of a friend of mine, a work associate. And he said, check in 9/11. And I did, and my life kind of see through the veil. And that's kind of what it seems you're presenting, right?
Absolutely. 9/11 was one of
see
the
through
biggest
the veil. And then, come together as humans.
Exactly. Sorry, you're breaking in and out there. So I thought you were finished. Exactly. And for me,
defend
9/11. I'm sorry, we're having some technical difficulties here with the connection, but yeah, for me, 9/11 was a major catalyst as well too. I didn't wake up right when it first happened. I believe the official story at that time, but after I know good guy Audit is shocked, but after maybe 4 or 5 years later, I started doing my research and I was like, this can't be true. But once you find out about Building 7, I mean, that's a smoking gun to me. Building 7. I mean, there's so many anomalies with that. And then once I found that out, then people are also presenting information to me too. This is nearly 20 years ago now. Oh, by the way, Federal Reserve's effed up. Oh, and by the way, there's a place called Bohemian Grove where our world leaders, they dress up like KKK members, grab some torches, and they do a mock human sacrifice in front of an island. And I was sitting to myself, I'm like, this is not true. This is absolutely not true. This cannot be true. They would have taught me this in school. I go and look at it. Newsweek articles, New York Post. This shit is real, bro. Like,
that's not.
The world is vastly different than we've been taught in school. And I agree with you, Aaron, too, man. Like attracts like vibration. It's no coincidence that you're here. I would invite you to join our Facebook group, FakeMicRealNews. I'm on, and if you guys are just joining, share the video with me. This is a cool panel we got here, guys. We got God tier auditors. We got the world's #1 fashion expert of all time here. We're making new friends. This is what it's about. This is why you guys share the video. This is awesome, man. And I'm just very happy to be a part of this. So share the video. You guys can find me if you want to help me get rich. It's $FakeMicRealNews on CashApp, FakeMicRealNews on PayPal. You can follow me on Instagram, FakeMicRealNews. You can follow me on Twitter, FakeMicRealNews. TikTok is the fakest Mikey. FakeMicRealNews.com, FakeMicRealNews.com on Facebook in my group. So
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because I was thinking about that time when you ordered that news lady and she was like, I'm pregnant, and she was mad skinny.
Yeah, the news reporters are some of the funniest. The news reporters are some of the best to do it because they're like the biggest sycophants. I mean, especially the local news people too. Like they think they're so damn cool with all this damn makeup, and everyone's seen the video. We've played it years and years and years on the thing. This is a threat to our democracy.
And they're and they're nice. Yeah. Yeah.
I just did
all different channels too.
I didn't think we had a democracy. I thought it was a republic. Do we have a republic or is it democracy? Because I thought it was a republic. One republic.
We had a democracy.
Yeah, at this point we have neither, but yet we fight to bring democracy to Ukraine and to in Israel. Right? Yeah. And I love how the Federal Reserve says, you know what, Americans can't afford 2 more wars. Sure, we can afford that. Most of us are living paycheck to paycheck. Most of us don't have $400 in our bank account. But yeah, sign us up for a couple more illegal, unconstitutional genocides.
Yeah, none of us have $40 in our bank account. So if you want to cash up, $ good guy audits, $ FakeMicRealNews.
Yeah, donate to these people, man. I mean, I used to never ask for donations. But at the same time, like I said earlier,
giving.
Freedom isn't free, bro.
Freedom isn't free. It takes folks like you and me. And if we don't throw in our $1.05, who will? That's the thing, guys.
I regret giving money to delete laws. I should have given it to you.
Oh my God, delete laws. He needed to delete his
Well, yeah. You know, well, we're apples and oranges. Delete laws. He's a person that will run around in the streets with a bike helmet, not on a bike, and yell at people. I'm a constitutional law scholar, and he is. Right?
Is he though?
No, he's not. But I'm the world's foremost fact expert. So it's
really
like,
funny. I have some really mean texts from him.
I'm the world's largest supermodel.
He's horrible to people. Actually, he's bad. He's really cruel.
I was gonna get him to do a lawsuit for me.
Oh yeah.
If I didn't, no.
Good luck.
No, I'm just kidding.
Truly,
well,
I'll say to him, he promises a lot of things, but when it comes down to it, if it's not, good for him, he doesn't do it. He won't get involved. But he does a lot of good for people. Like he does a lot of fundraising for people that have been assaulted by police or hurt by police and their rights been violated. So he does do a lot of good. And I agree with him on a lot of topics. Not all, but most.
He keeps the money for himself.
Well, I will say this about Chili Delete Laws. He is an incredibly smart person. And I'll tell you what. One time I was actually in LA and I was wandering through Compton. A bunch of gangbangers said, "Hey, white boy, what are you doing in this hood?"
I was wandering through Compton.
It's a true story. And
did you join the Crips?
No. So the craziest part about it is I started walking down one street and there was a whole bunch of Bloods. And then I was like, yo, fuck this. I'm going to go this way. And a whole bunch of Crips. And they were both, yo, we're going to get you, white boy. But luckily, I pulled out my trifold from Delete Laws and they scattered. They left. And that trifold is something that you want. Shout out to ABC. Oh my God, that dude is he's a character. But at the end of the day, yeah, we all have our flaws. I mean, I could sit here for another 3 hours and just explain to everybody my flaws. Most of which are obvious and apparent. At the end, yeah.
How many times have you been arrested doing activism?
Off the top of the head, I want to say 5 or 6.
I've been arrested 6 times this year.
Damn.
Guess what the charge was?
I'm sorry.
Disorderly or disturbing the peace?
Disorderly.
And this is important, right? And I have one case. I have one case over my head right now, still, and it's a disorderly conduct charge. And this might get dismissed. It might not. We'll see. But I'm gonna start. I'm gonna hold that little piece back. But I always say this, and no one can answer me. I've asked cops across the country, when specifically does the First Amendment stop? Because I have the right to yell. Yes. I have the right to swear. Yes. I have the right to protest. Yes. I have the right to say anything I want short of calling of violence. Yes. Okay. So when specifically does the First Amendment end and disorderly conduct or disturbing the peace begin?
I can answer that question.
Good question. Yeah. I mean, it's
when it starts hurting people's feelings.
yes.
Yes.
There
That's the
you go.
answer. That's
You're
the
right.
answer.
Perfect answer.
Or when people disagree with you, or when you piss off a tyrant. Any of those will suffice.
Yeah, Bear Britain audits, man. Is it disturbing the peace or disorderly out there? What do they usually catch you with? And also, I know there's like this. They got something crazy in the UK over there too. It's like Section 43. Basically, like if you're taking pictures, then you're like Al Qaeda or something. Like, explain that to the folks.
No. Section 43 is something different. I think is it Section 23 or 25?
No, it depends. What are we talking? Public order offences or terrorism? What are we talking? Or anything? They're usually it's usually like a public order offence they'll try and use, or
for swearing in public and things like that.
Yeah. Or you're gonna maybe go down the terrorism route. They use Section 43.
We're lucky. The Supreme Court in America has ruled that photography can't be deemed terrorism.
And another thing,
that is deemed here. They all got a memo. Well, they were all meant to get the memo. It would seem most of them didn't. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, on filming alone, that's not enough grounds for hostile reconnaissance, man.
It's just considered suspicious. That's it.
It's not a crime.
Another thing which is completely destroyed this country.
Is suspicion a misdemeanor or felony?
It's both.
To police, it's a reason to do whatever.
It's harassment.
Literally, I got pulled over one time, and I told the cop I'm going on a road trip. I said I'm going to go first. I'm going to go to New York, and then I was even obvious. I didn't have to tell him this. I was just like, yo, I'm going on a road trip, bro. I got my bags in the back, and he was like, your travel is suspicious. Travel? That's suspicious? Interesting.
That's
Traveling alone is suspicious. And Good Guy Audits brings up, and very few people bring this up. I'll give shout outs to Brian from High Impact Flicks for bringing this up a lot, and some other channels, but not many people bring this up. As Good Guy Audits just mentioned, the Supreme Court has ruled. You always hear that. Well, if the Supreme Court ruled, that's unconstitutional. The Supreme Court ruled this is constitutional. Well, guess what? Nowhere in the Constitution does the Supreme Court get the right to judge or determine what is and what is not constitutional. That is a power that they literally took. There's no power for that in the Constitution. What happened is in 1803, in the famous case Marbury versus Madison, the court just took it upon themselves. The court took it upon themselves to be the arbiters of what is constitutional and what is not constitutional. They don't have that right in the Constitution. So now, like, I don't even give a fuck with the Supreme Court. I mean, I do, but I also don't too, because the Supreme Court, that's not their job to determine what's constitutional or not, right? That's why the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, was written in very simple, plain English. They didn't get put fancy words, none of that stuff. And we can talk about the founding fathers too, but it's very simple to explain. Shall not be infringed.
They literally took an oath to protect and preserve it. Their job is to interpret it only. That's it.
You know what's more important than the oath? The thin blue line.
We've witnessed it over and over and over again.
Multiple times a day. This is why I meditate. If you're an activist, I really suggest that you get into meditation. Because this shit does fuck with your spirit. I'll tell you that much.
I can't point to you for some reason. Yes, what you just said right there is big. Now, I'm going to be very candid. I'm going to keep this short but sweet. Once I found out about all this stuff, as David brought up, 9/11, Bohemian Grove, and all this other stuff, first I didn't believe it was real. Then I spent about 2 years doing research to see what was real and what wasn't. I watched everything from the mainstream to the underground, and I determined what was real. I sussed it out. I spent a long time doing that, right? And once I found out unequivocally that the Federal Reserve System is illegal, it's unconstitutional, it's immoral, and it's destroying this country, And once I found out that 9/11 was not what they told us, and Bohemian Grove and all these other things do indeed exist, and that there's atrocities being occurred that we finance with our tax money, which is stolen from us, from the government. And then I heard, I believe it was David Icke said, once you know about this, you have a responsibility. You have a responsibility to inform your fellow human being. And
That's right.
that hit me like a ton of bricks. And I didn't have much going on, so I was like, yeah, even before this, I was like, oh, maybe I'll be a pastor. And I read the Bible. It took me 2 years to read the Bible, and then I have more questions than answers. And I was like, I really want to do something worthy with my life. And then when I found out about this, I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm dedicating my life to this. Now, getting back to the point, the reason I bring this up, because David, aka Good Guy Audits, Good Guy Activism, share, like, and subscribe, brings up an immensely important point. I was so enveloped in this culture that I became the ultimate hypocrite. I would make fun of people for watching sports. I would make fun of people for watching reality TV show. I would be so much a revolutionary that I wasn't taking care of my ex-girlfriend, my family, my friends, my own finances, my own mental health. And it's important. Most people have the opposite problem. Most people just play fantasy football all day. Most people just masturbate all day. Most people just do the dumb normie stuff. Eat fatty
Chimp
food.
brain activities.
Yeah, dumb shit, right? I tried to be such a revolutionary. I became the opposite of a revolutionary. How are you going to be a revolutionary when you don't take care of your own people? That's the biggest, ultimate hypocrite thing. And so last year, I hit rock bottom. Now, granted, my rock bottom is mountains above where most people's best days are in this world. Most people, don't forget, live off less than $2 a day, right? However, I did use that as a thing to say, okay, cool. Now I'm going to be a real revolutionary, and that's why I said on the stream, donate to me, $ CashApp, FakeMicRealNews. If you're not living paycheck to paycheck, if you're a Saudi oil billionaire, if you're a Wall Street financier, sure. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, I don't want your money. Don't send to me. You can share the video, but you have to. This stuff is dark, bro. This stuff is dark when you look into this stuff, and you need to have some time. Now, actually, Dan Badandi, who and I promise I'll shut up here. Dan Badandi is he's changed the world. He's changed the world. He's one of the most fierce revolutionaries I've ever met in my life. And he still watches football. And even for a while, I was making fun of him. I'm like, bro, why are you watching football? You know that shit's all da 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 da. And then I realized, bro, I still listen to music. I still do something that, let me get off this guy's dick. This guy has changed the world. Why am I giving this guy a hard time? I'm just joking with him, but why am I giving this guy a hard time? We all need to relax. And what Good Guy Artist said right there is very important, especially if you're an activist. You need to meditate. You need to take some time. You need to smoke some weed. You need to have a day off. You need to drink. You need to be with your family. You need to take a day off. If you're doing a lot of activism, Good Guy Audits does a lot of activism. Even if you're doing a small amount, even if you can only dedicate an hour or a half hour a week to doing something, relax after that. Make it a cause for a celebration. But it is very, very important, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, you get too involved in this stuff, all work and no play make Jack a dull boy, and you do not want that.
Sometimes
Yeah.
days there,
I have a question for you.
For who?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Laura. You can ask.
I was
just
going to ask you about the Supreme Court. Now, the Supreme Court justices, they're lifelong, right? Or is it the judges that are lifelong?
The judges,
So how do we get them? I don't agree with that at all. I think they should be checked yearly. I think that we should elect them and never, ever give anybody a lifelong term. So how do we reverse that?
That would
that's a very good question.
That's always been on my
mind. First of all, I totally agree with you. First of all, I'm a voluntarist. I don't believe that we should have any government. But if we're still living in the world we're living in now, these motherfuckers should be elected. And then they're just there for life, bro. And then we call them Your Honor. Like they're better than us. I don't know what we should do. I'll give you a couple theories and I'll open up to the panel because I got to pee yet again. But because I've had kidney stones many times and drink a green tea. But one is doing what you're doing, Laura, is raising awareness, spreading the word about it. Two is writing to. I mean, most of the time it's not going to have an effect, but you write to certain to state senators, to city councilmen, to this and that. Also, you can start an online petition. Also, you can go before a city council meeting and you get 5 minutes to speak, and you can say, hey, this and that. There's a number of things we can do, but it starts with what you're doing, is raising awareness, because we still need more people to be able to be aware about this, to take action. That's my take. I'm going to take a pee, and then I'll let you guys banter amongst yourselves.
I actually,
and
I just wanted to.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That, guys?
No, Laura, my question was for you, actually. I didn't want to stop you when you were speaking before. I think I actually covered on a live stream your son's case going back a little while ago. It was the if I'm right, the LGBTQ nightclub.
Yes.
Wow.
That's my son.
I was wondering, would there be any way we could maybe have a talk sometime, if I could send you an email address and we could maybe have a chat, if that was okay? I'd be interested to maybe talk to you, maybe even if you would be willing, do a live, because over here in the UK, there's big perspective on kind of like, we have quite strong opinions on the gun laws and stuff of the US, and the whole problem with mass shootings.
That's yes, mass shootings are a huge problem. It is horrific. The people that are destroyed by it, I can't even.
You know what it is for me? Like you said, there's a lot of people affected, the victims and the victims' families, Laura. Yeah? But what doesn't get spoken about enough is what leads these people to commit it in the first. It's what leads the individual who want to go out and do that crime.
I'm trying to hear these fucking stockings, and I'm thinking of the victims. That's what I'm thinking of, and I'm thinking of, how could my son do this? How could my baby do that? But I think it's more of a mental health problem, not a gun problem. That's
I totally agree. That's what we've touched on before, that it's a mental health problem. There's not enough about why individuals are doing this rather than the crime that they committed. Until we can recognize why it is that people are being led to wanting to commit these kind of crimes, it will never change. It will never change. And if we're waiting for our government to sit around and give us a solution, while they will tell us forever that they're trying to, just like the war on drugs, right? They've been telling us for years they're trying to stop that, and they never have. It's the same with anything. We don't have guns, but we have a massive problem in this country with knife crime. And that's on the rise, and it's exactly the same thing. So if I could maybe speak to you at some point, and like I say, maybe get you on my channel and let the viewers in the UK hear your story, I think that would that'd be great.
Right now.
It's so brave of you to share your story as well. I just think that to go through something so traumatic and so personal, and to be able to talk about it, I think is amazing.
Do you want to put it in? Do you want to share it, or do you want to put it in the private? You can put it in the private chat here. I mean, as in your contact details. Did you want to put them in the private chat here? Yeah.
It's okay. Let me see how to get the private chat back up. Oh, exit full screen. There we go. I'm on this other computer here. I don't have chat up. This computer is a weird one. Hold on. One moment.
While she's pulling that up, guys, let's share the video. Make sure you subscribe to everybody that's on the panel. That's obviously Bear Britain Audits, God tier level, best auditor in the United Kingdom, literally changing the world by his lonesome. Help him out over there. Send an email. Go subscribe. Let him know Fake Mike sent you. Newest addition here, UK lady, who's got a very vast skill array herself. And she's my #1 female fashion expert here. So kudos. We have the Legend Mellows here. And of course, we have God tier level auditor, good guy audits. And we're joined for the first time by Laura as well, and we're having some interesting conversations. And before we continue, I RKO'd somebody yesterday. I drunk wrestled my friend yesterday. And shout outs to Heather Ray TV. How's it going out there in the beautiful Phoenix, Scottsdale area? Good to see you guys there. Yeah, continue, Laura. You got it all pulled up now?
Oh yeah, I put it in the chat over
Gotcha,
at the other
cool.
computer. We have like 5 in here. I had to go to the other one to put it in. So it's
What's up, ABC 123? Good to see you. What's the question here?
Have you been good about documenting your journey throughout this, Laura?
Whereabouts in the chat is this, Laura? I can't see it.
I've been through lots.
Yeah.
I've been doing lots of voice recordings and journaling and video documentation and things like that, just to, because I want to help somebody in the future. If anybody ever goes through this, there's no manual to what to expect, what they're going to do to your lives, what happens to the victims, their families, the trial, your family, depression, anxiety. I never leave the house anymore. I'm always at home. But yeah, I am documenting everything because I think that if I tell my story, it might just help another mother out there. You know, it might just help somebody that has a son that might be waning into the dark. And I have a lot of things to talk about that, looking back now, I recognize that I didn't notice before, you know, like hindsight, I guess you know, hindsight or whatever you call it.
There's a famous book
There were
called We Need to
things
Talk
that
About
I
Kevin. Have you
can
heard of it?
pinpoint now. Oh, I recognize this.
Have you heard of the book called We Need to
No.
Talk About Kevin? It's about a woman who went through something very similar. Her son went through a mass shooting, and her looking back at the situation and seeing the signs that she chose to ignore, or her husband ignored, or they didn't think it was a sign, you know, and that they came to terms with the fact that there's nothing they could have done to actually help him because he couldn't help himself as well. You know, it really went through her journey quite well. The film was awful because it tried to condense a really good book into 2 hours, but the book is fantastic.
Yeah, and it's important to recognize too. Let's just take the possible hypotheses that he was radicalized by someone hypothetically within, who knows, right? Police have killed 1,500% more people than mass since 2015. Let me say that again. Police in the United States have killed 1,500% more people than shooters here in this country. And let's just say he wasn't radicalized by an evil intelligence actor online. Okay, why would you beat up his mom in her own house, smash her face against the concrete, and then say you're being disorderly, you're arrested? We just put you in the hospital from your own house, and you're in trouble. Imagine if we acted that way with police. I'm not saying we should, but notice the double standard.
I think police are domestic terrorists. That's what I think. I honestly do. I'm terrified of police.
What you just
scare
said
the
right
shit
there,
out of me.
What you just said right there isn't even grandiose. It's not even slightly hyperbolic. The definition of terrorism is using violence for political aims. The definition of police is terrorism. Police use violence for political aims. That the police are, by definition, textbook terrorists.
They're a gang.
I mean,
that's what I think.
They
are, and they act like it, you know.
They're the world's most
really
effective
rough.
gang.
They're really rough.
Do you guys know the difference between a mafia and a government? I'll tell you, the mafia actually turns a profit. They actually end up with more money. The government, our governments go bankrupt. They're both crime families, but one actually turns a profit. It's not the government. So think about
One
that. All
actually
right, let's
probably
get
gets the job done as well.
Yeah, they actually get the job done too. And one of the whole ideas for having a government is protection, right? I'd rather have the mafia than the government protect me. Any day of the week. Any day of the week. Any
I
day
think
of the
people
week.
would be a lot more in line if that was the case. That's for sure.
Well, that's true too. All right, so guys, I'm gonna go around this panel. We're gonna say,
Hey,
if you guys
what are you
ready,
talking about?
forget about it. So
Sorry.
I'm gonna go around this. I'm gonna go around this panel here, and you just committed a hate crime, Laura. Great job. So I'm gonna go around this panel. You guys can
I
say,
did?
you guys, yeah, you made fun of Italian Americans, so you might as well turn yourself in to the officials, to the thought police.
Oh no, I'm Italian.
Even worse. It's a joke. So I'll go around. You guys take the final thought. Say whatever you want. I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to watching Bear's newest uploads. Looking forward to working behind the scenes again, continuing and in front of the scenes with UK Lady.
Sure.
As always, Mr. Mellows, I'm going to be in Jitsi right after this. I'm going to make a couple of announcements here before I give everybody on the panel, and take as much time as you want to say whatever you want on the panel. There's no, if you want to take a half hour, that's fine. That's totally cool. I already plugged my things. I'll do it once more, but I forgot to plug a couple things. $ FakeMicRealNews on CashApp. Yes, I am trying to get rich. FakeMicRealNews on PayPal. Twitter, FakeMicRealNews. Instagram, FakeMicRealNews. FakeMicRealNews.com. FakeMicRealNews.com on Facebook. The Fakest Mikey on TikTok. If you go to my website, FakeMicRealNews.com, or the banner on my YouTube channel, you'll see all my links there. You can go. Please give me a follow over there. There's nobody that has better memes on the internet than me. No, I'm not exaggerating. You go to follow me on Instagram, and you will not be you'll be devastated by how awesome that is. A couple other things too. And Mellows, if you can, when it's your turn to speak, if you can correct me or add on to anything I'm saying here. Again, thank you to everybody that joined us today. Thank you for everybody in the comment. And thank you for everyone that went over and subscribed to everyone else's channels. I really love you guys. I really love everybody here, everybody in the chat. I really do love you guys. We have a Telegram group. While these guys are talking, should we open it, Mel? Should we open another Telegram group, or should I give them the link to that one? We got a Telegram group too. That's what I'm going to plug. And I'll actually stay tuned for Mellows, and he'll let you know about that. And again, final thought from me: if you have a website, cool. We'll make you a better website. It's not going to be expensive, and you're not going to. You're going to be shopping with the good guys. We're going to give you something really dope. Combined, mostly Mellows and Grim Reaper, we've all spent we have tens of thousands of dollars worth of codes, scripts, programs at our disposal for you guys. You need a VPN, a VPS, you need anything. Thank you very much, Laura. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, and thank you to Bar Fighting, who also donated. Appreciate it. Like I said, if you're going to donate, cool. Make sure you're not living check to check. The best way to donate to me is to share the videos and support these other people, and be an activist yourself, even if it's an hour a week. I know it's tough, but and then so Mellows, if you want to lead us off and let us know about the Telegram group, if I should tell people to go there, put that in the chat, or should create another one. And again, thank you guys for everything you do. You guys are amazing people, and you guys made my night. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, you can whatever links you want. That's fine with me.
All right, I'm gonna put the our Telegram group. I think it's called Eyes on the Audit, and I'm gonna put it in the chat. So if you guys want to join up, you can join up. And yeah, go ahead, proceed, Mellows, with any thoughts, anything you want to talk about.
I was just thinking, when you if you find yourself in a burning building, what it boils down to is there's two types of people. There's the first type who will get himself the fuck out of there, and then there are the odd few who are brave enough to run back in to help others out, to wake everybody up, to alarm everybody, to try and save someone, to save a cat, you know. And those are the people we really need right now, because the fucking house is burning, right? The whole world is on fire. These insane maniac parasites are in control. And we need more people like Good Guy. We need more people like Bear, more people like Fake Mike and Laura and UK Lady to come forward to do whatever it is,
Sure.
whatever the smallest little, however insignificant you may think it might be, just to do your part. It's your duty to warn others, to stop others from
spreading that
falling
awareness, right?
in front of a bus. It's your responsibility to help and shape the world that you want to live in. Okay, so this is why we try to we work in behind the scenes to build platforms for people, to help people, take back the internet, take back our, this insane censorship and coercive techniques that they try to manipulate with us. So we will make our platforms. We will make them owner operated. We will make them. We will, because we have the will, we have the potential, and we have the balls, right, to stand up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I'd like to see if we can stay in contact with Laura. If there's anything we can do to help you as well, anything awareness
Even if
wise.
it's just a shoulder to cry on or just somebody to rant at, it's nice to know that
For
you've got
sure.
that support if you need it.
For sure. So, like I say, even if it's like after the show, when you shut the show
I
down,
would love
you
to
can stay,
get
Laura, for 5.
your advice.
Yeah, Laura, let me just say one more thing too. Let's figure out a way to get in contact too. I sent the link out in the chat here, the Telegram. If maybe UK Lady or somebody could actually let me put it in the back private chat here.
I was gonna say when you shut this live down, I don't know how long you're planning on staying up, but if Laura's still here, then we just stay on the panel when you shut it down.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We could then talk afterwards once the show's over.
Good idea. We'll do that for a few minutes afterwards, and then
exchange emails or whatever. Then can't we do it that
Just so
way?
you know, just transparency. For transparency, the FBI is watching me.
They're probably watching most of us anyway.
Just thought
the FBI's.
Well, the good thing is I'm in the UK, so unless I'm hearing,
I'm a dual
I'm
citizen,
in the
so we're
UK,
both.
I know I always.
This is a whole.
I don't think
channel.
I know I always say
that would be a new one if FBI comes and knocks on a UK auditor's door, wouldn't it? That'd definitely be
I'm
a new
dual
one.
citizen. They can come knock on my door if they want.
Well, I will say, I always say one more thing, and that's my famous last words. But one, the FBI is also watching me. The FBI has showed up to my house and they've called me before. I have Child Protective Service. Well, it's DCYF in Rhode Island, but it's CPS for the people that don't know. They've showed up to my house twice. I don't have kids. So one,
fucking bullshit.
One, if the FBI is watching you, I'm gonna be your friend even harder. And two, just so everybody knows, that's jumping in the Telegram chat. I've said it already twice here. FakeMicRealNews, we're a collective, and we're individuals, but we come together as a collective, and we're trying to create a more altruistic world through non-violence and the Socratic method. If you go in this chat and talking about any dumb shit, you're gone. You're gone, bro. And the reason I said this too is in the Telegram chat, we also, that's like our place where we'll meet up, but also we have our own private servers with our own private chat that the FBI, they can probably still listen to, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Hello NSA, what a beautiful song. Hello, NSA. So yeah, I just wanted to make that aware. So if you guys want to join, and you know what, if you're a coder, what are some of the type of people that we need help from? If you're a coder, graphic design, and you want to join this collective, behind the scenes, we work on what? One, all of us becoming financially independent. Two, changing the world. That's what we're working on behind the scenes. So if you can help,
easy to change the world.
Or if you need help, that's what we're here for. That's what that group is. So Melos, please continue, and then you guys take as much time as you need.
Yeah, I mean, if you need help, if you want something, if you want to learn something, I mean, half the time I spend helping, teaching people how to do certain things. I'm not here to do things for you. I'm here to help you do the things that you need to do. You know, I'm a strong believer in teaching a man to fish. You know, so the goal for me is for you to become as self-sufficient as possible, and yeah, and you can pay that forward. I mean, shit. I mean, that's what it's all about: shaping and creating the world. And how do you shape it and create it? By actually doing, going out there, finding something, something worthy of doing, and actually doing it. Not just wanting to do it, not just thinking about it, not just debating it, but doing the action, the work, putting the groundwork in.
Oh man, that went down the wrong hole. That's what she said. Sorry about that, Mel. All right, UK lady. Any final?
He was saying there was two types of people. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
He was also saying there was two types of people, and I was also thinking there are two types of people. There are people that will wait for somebody to rescue them, and then there's people that will call 911, you know, for somebody to rescue them, and then there's another person that was, anyways, there's another type that will get themselves out and save themselves and not have to, you know, rely on anybody else. That's what I want to be.
And we can't sit around and wait to be led, you know.
There is no Batman, there's no Superman, there's no orange man that's going to save us. There's if you want a Superman, it's you. You are Superman. If you want to change your life, if you want to save yourself, you're the one that's going to do it. Only you can do it. No one else can do it for you. Only you can pick up that book and learn whatever it is you need to learn to be able to overcome your obstacle. Only you can learn the law so you don't get violated and you can stand up for your rights. Only you can make these decisions. So you are your Batman, your Superman, your superhero. You don't need anybody else.
No. You have to be the change that you want to see.
Right. Like Gandhi said.
They're calling again. See here.
You know, and I'm here to help anyone that needs, you know, my job, my role here is to encourage, to inspire, to educate, to pay it forward. You know, I want to give you something that you can use to be able to achieve your goals, right? You want to spread your word, your message, you want to and educate and enlighten the world, then, you know, I want to help you do that. I mean, what better reason for me to get up out of bed than to help somebody spread the good word, whatever word it is. You know, I'm a strong, I might not agree with what you got to say, but I will damn right fight for your right to say whatever it is you need to say, because I strongly believe that we need diversity. We need discussion and debate. We can't have an echo chamber. We need to have people that we disagree with in order to understand, right? I'm allergic to people who are ignorant, who are willfully ignorant. You know, there are ignorant people who just don't know, and then there are ignorant people who just don't want to know, and I'm allergic to those type of people. My gran used to say, "You will learn something new, even on unto your last day, on your last breath." Right? And I think she's right.
Absolutely, Mel's. And again, Mel's, thank you, man. I say this to you behind the screen, in front of the screen, man. Yeah, it's Mel's, man. Anybody doesn't know, a few years ago, I said, hey, guys, I need some fucking help. I need some help here. And Mellows was there with an army ready to help, bro. And since that time, me and him have been best mates, bro. And we've been pissing on these fools' chips all the time, bro.
A few chips.
No, we piss on a few
I'm
chips.
gonna have to
man.
do you a cartoon of that or something.
I know we need that as like a meme or something, man. I think.
No, Bear, you gotta make that into a T-shirt. Everyone, go to BearBrittonAudits.com. That's also going to be
just
updated.
pissing on a fucking packet of chips or something.
Just yeah. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
make one. Make one.
Yeah, I just think I can make one of like Calvin and Hobbes pissing on a
Well, you know.
Let's design
Why
this.
not?
Let's design this T-shirt afterwards in Jitsi. Laura, again, thank you very much for being so brave and having the cojones to speak out
Yes.
about this, because it's very important. It's very, very important. I'm actually,
I don't know where it came from.
unfortunately, you came on the stream a little late, and I'm looking forward to picking your head behind the scenes, and I'm here for you should you need anything. Looking forward to working alongside you. Any how can people support you? How can people donate to you? How can people make your life better and easier? And any final points that you want to make.
Thank you for offering. You're actually the first person that has offered help at all since this has happened. Everybody turned their backs on me. Everybody, including my church. Everybody. My best
Your
friend
church?
for 36 years. We've known
This
each
is,
other.
guys,
Yeah. My
this
best
is
friend, my
this is the
sister, my dad.
How can you be held accountable?
Everybody. And my dad's an assemblyman for California. He's a state assemblyman for California. And I actually was going to get in touch with him a while back for you guys about something. I can't remember what it was, but it was something that you guys were working on in California. I can't remember. I have to look it up. But yeah, he turned his back, everybody. But thank you for offering. I cannot ask anybody for anything. I'm just getting by day. I think
What's your Cash App?
Do you have a
best
support
thing that was
system
said.
now?
What's your Cash App?
I was going to ask that
I
if you don't mind. Do you get any support? Do you have any support now? Not even financially, but I mean, do you like just emotional support? Has there been much of that offered you since it all happened? Have you been offered much support and things like that?
I would say no.
No.
Well,
No.
let me tell you something, Laura.
It's been hard. No.
Let me tell you
It's
something,
okay
Laura.
though. All is well.
You got that here.
Yeah, don't worry. You're with your tribe now. Trust me when I say this. Mellows wasn't talking out of his butt when he says this is what this group does, man. We're here to help people. Literally, I get so much fulfillment out of, because I really don't do anything. I just goof off and make fun of them because they're talking in computer acronyms and I don't know what's going on. But these guys really, I mean, like I said at the beginning of the stream, we're helping Jordan Maxwell right now. We're helping Fritz Springmeyer. We're helping a whole bunch of people. And the thing is, people, they're helping me, and we all help each other, right? Because we have to create this own economy. The government's supposed to protect our kids. Well, they lose more kids than the bad people. The government is supposed to protect us. Well, they solve only 2% of major crimes. The government is supposed to help keep everything that the government is supposed to do, they fail at. So we have to do that. We have to do that ourselves. It's incumbent upon ourselves to do that. I want to give you the last word here, Bear. In case you guys are just joining, this is one of the longest streams I've ever had, 3 hours and 30 minutes. We started off this stream with Bear's video, and it is insanely good. It's scary, good. It's that 15 minutes is like watching a thriller. It's like watching a Hollywood thriller, and it shows you what's going on in the world. It shows you what's coming to your neck of the woods, and it also shows you the power you can have if you stand up and do something. Now, Bear, I'm going to give you the last word before we sign off here. Before I do that, I'm going to put in the chat and on screen Laura's Cash App. So I want you guys to go over there, give her a donation, even if you only got a few bucks, because this is the thing, guys. We need to.
You didn't.
We need.
No.
We need to.
No.
We need to.
You don't
Do you have
share
any other
that.
children,
You don't have
Laura?
to do that.
Do you have any other children, Laura?
I didn't have to do that, but you didn't have to. Oh my gosh, we got CFR Network in this beach too. So CFR Network, by the way, we're gonna make you a website, motherfucker. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, come on, you guys.
Let's make her Christmas a good Christmas. She needs it this year.
Literally
Do you guys know how? I know that CFR Network, who was just recently on this channel, great interview. That guy's amazing, dude. This guy's interviewing freaking adult scientists, doctors, adult film stars. I mean, he's got his own fashion line with Supreme. I mean, this guy's cool. This dude's cool. And how I know he's from the UK is because he said, "I just arrived." Do you know how men in the UK orgasm? They say, "I'm arriving." I'm arriving.
No, they don't say I'm arriving. They say one is arriving. They don't
One,
ever use
okay,
the
sorry.
I'm. It's got to be the
I
proper
tried
tense.
to steal UK ladies jokes. And I couldn't do it. So yeah.
One is arriving. One is arriving, darling. One is arriving.
I'm arriving. Cheerio. So Beer Britain, go ahead. Final words. And again, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro, because you're kicking ass over there, man. Honestly, man, you got me
Right back at it, bro. I was just going to say exactly the same to you. Thank you, bro, for all you do. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in as well and shares all of Will's content. And I hope you're out there sharing Will's content and his lives. Carry on coming in and engaging. Again, what Mellows has been saying it is what he says it is. It's there for everybody. We're all there just to kind of build this community, right? And bring everyone together. If I can help you, you might be able to help me. If not, it doesn't matter. I'll still help you. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those. If we can help each other, I've got a few suggestions to put to you, Laura, that maybe you might be interested in. I'll do that obviously after this privately. But maybe ways where you can, it gives you an opportunity if you wanted to, and it's only if you wanted to, for you to have your say and your word on your own platform, where no one can, filter that and stop you. So, as I say, we can discuss that away. But what you were saying there, Will, maybe something like a website would be a good idea, right?
Yeah, we could do a number of things. I'm looking forward to talking with her behind the scenes. I'm going to lastly one more time. I'm going to put in the chat right now the Telegram, and once you get there, Bear is going to put his Discord link. That's where we're going to hang out. Actually, right after this, I'm going to jump into Telegram, and from there, we're going to, at least me, I'm going to jump into our private chat room. So if you guys want to kick it and talk some stuff afterwards, cool. I'm pretty much there anyways. We're working on projects. If you guys want to come kick it with us, that's where we're going to be. I am again want to say thank you once again to this amazing panel. Everybody that's in the comments. Like I always say, you guys. I mean, CFR Network. He's cooler, smarter, more handsome than me, and he's kicking ass. And he's in the comments right now. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, whether you're up on this panel or you're over there, you guys are the fucking shit. I love you guys. Thank you. Please donate to Laura. Link is on the screen. We're gonna be in Jitsi, and you know what? We're gonna keep doing this, guys. We're not gonna give up. One day they might say, "Oh, Will's a rapist. Oh, Will's a pedophile. Oh, Will did this. Will did that." But guess what? No. And second of all, I'm not stopping up. I'm not stopping. They might say, "Oh, Will gave up. Oh, Will likes Bud Light with lime now." Nope, it's not happening. It's not happening. I'm never giving up. And yeah, sure, they might try to frame me. They might try to frame me. They might try to say, "Oh, Will diddled a bunch of kids." No. It's not true. And even if it is true, which it never would be, it's not about the messenger. It's about the message. Even if I was, which I would never ever do, was to do some atrocious crime, it doesn't change the fact that the Federal Reserve System is illegal. It's unconstitutional. It's corrupting. It doesn't change the fact of what the CIA does. It doesn't change the fact of the genocide in Yemen. Everything I'm telling you, don't take my word for it. Look it up yourself. Check it out. And guess what? We're going to keep doing streams. We're going to keep doing audits. We're going to keep doing interviews. And we're going to keep doing our projects behind the scenes. And we're all going to do this together. And we're not going to be doing it with the teleprompter. We're not going to be doing it with makeup. We're going to be doing it at the highest level of fashion. Fake Mike. Real fast. You guys have a great night. Peace out.
The revolution will not be